Uh-uh.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? Oh,
Hello.
I just saw your
Too early?
no, I just saw your message literally right as I started. I saw your message. Can we add each other in the title? Yeah, for sure. I don't think I did that. Did I do that? Let me see here. I didn't even check what my title is. I didn't even at Wuthering Waves. Whoops.
I use podcast and talk show. It's fine, I guess.
It's all right. It's all right. But hey, welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome to the podcast stream. So where Yuki and I will be breaking down everything that we know and love about the game that we're spending way too much on. But damn, this is one of the funnest games that we played in a long time. But yeah, that game is Wuthering Waves. But holy crap, it's been a while since I got to talk to this girl while playing the game or not. But let me check in with her right now. What's going on, Yuki? Welcome to the show.
Hello, Ice. It's been a long time. Hope you like this game.
Hope you like the game after spending like 100 hours, like just like an infinite amount of time over the past week.
It's
Like the game has been out for.
nervous.
No, don't be nervous. Well, you know what? Let's get past the nervousness. We'll chalk things up with a little self intro for both of our audiences, so that way the IBTV audience can get to know Yuki a little bit better, and then Yuki's audience can get to know Ice a little bit better. What do you think about that?
Yeah, for sure.
Sounds good. Would you like to start?
Me first.
Sure.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Lady first, huh? Hello, everyone. I'm Yuki, Eclipse Yuki. You can just call me Yuki. I'm Taiwanese, but also I can speak English. So, my English is bad, but don't feel free to talk to me. Thanks. And I play games. Draw some my emotes and VTubers. Well, this VTuber is not mine, but I it's how do you say that? Scrapped.
Scrapped like you had it was somebody made it and then they didn't want it and then is that what you mean?
I draw the baseline for my modeler and
okay.
painter.
So you're the artist that made the concept art for your own VTuber model.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Exactly. See, my English is so bad.
Don't worry, I got you. That's why I'm here. Okay,
Yeah,
so you drew the base art for your VTuber model, and I'm just curious, like, how did you get started with your streaming journey?
I was playing League and streaming on another platform, but that platform is ass. So I moved on to Twitch for 4 to 5 years now.
Wow, 4 to 5.
It's been a long time.
Wow. So you've been streaming on and off of platforms. You started off with League of Legends. Very interesting because that's kind of how I got into the whole, not streaming per se, but that's how I kind of got like absorbed into the gaming scene as well. I think all of us, like many of us kind of got absorbed into the gaming scene because of League of Legends or Dota, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's a good game.
Well, it was a good game until it kind of ruined my life. I'm sure the same story applies to a lot of people out there as well. League of Legends.
For sure.
Yeah. True. Well, I guess I'll talk a little bit about myself. So my name is Ice. I'm on Twitter and Twitch and YouTube. I'm a Spaces host, podcast host. I'm a streamer, and I also do voice acting as well. And I guess the bulk of my journey really, like I was in real estate. I was actually doing a wedding videography and video production for almost close to a decade. But of course, when COVID happened, I kind of lost. Yeah, kind of lost that part of the job because people decided to stop getting married. So I had to go back to the drawing board.
Well, I guess that's true.
Yeah, I mean,
people stop marrying.
Yeah, but at least in public, like people, I'm sure people were signing documents at City Hall, but nobody was like doing like large weddings because nobody wants to appear in photos with handkerchiefs. Yeah,
ceremony.
Yeah, because nobody wanted to appear in weddings wearing like wearing face masks and stuff. So everyone just kind of postponed their weddings or had like a low key one. But anyway, because of that, I kind of got forced to figure out like how can I make revenue online, right? If everybody is working from home, everybody is social distancing, what can I do to actually get some income? So that kind of brought me to the world of Web3. And like in the first year in 2021, I started out just as a YouTuber, just like kind of making content for projects. And then over time, I started getting more into the Web3 scene. I started doing AMAs. I started to do more of these podcast shows. And then over time, I started to kind of like understand that my strengths, it lies within like video and audio content creation. So one thing led to another, and 3 years later, here I am streaming. So in the very same vein as Yuki, I also kind of started my gaming journey with League of Legends. That kind of got me onto the competitive scene. I started playing in season 1 actually, and a really fun story that I like to.
Season 1.
Yeah,
Wow.
and a fun story I like to tell
Wow.
around League of Legends is that for the first year in S1, when the MLG tournament happened, my buddy and I, we actually were representing Team Canada, but for a separate game, not League of Legends. But because at the time the league scene was very, very small, we actually got shoved in a room with Hotshot GG. And I remember like at the time, like we didn't play League and we didn't know who he was. He didn't know what we were. We just like tried to like have a conversation. And then I remember my friend and I were just sitting in there listening to Hotshot GG try to like tell us to play Nidalee. And then we're just like, who the fuck is this nerd? We're just like, and then we're just like, okay, man, that sounds like a cool game. And then we just completely ditched them. We ditched them. We went down to like the venue. We started drinking and doing our own thing. But no, yeah, we had no idea that years later.
It happens.
Yeah, we had no idea that we were in the presence of future greatness, right? But yeah, that's always a fun story that we like to bring up. And then yeah, and actually after that tournament that we completely bombed, we got eliminated by the Korean team so fast. And then after that, we actually started to pick up League of Legends from that fateful encounter. So I suppose all of this, whether it's coincidence or not, maybe we do have Hotshot GG to thank for all of this. So so that's kind of been like the short of my journey thus far.
I like one word. Coincidence is a fate.
Sometimes it's a phase. Sometimes it's just really, really crappy luck.
It happens, though. Still,
I guess so. You know, I think like when these coincidences happen, like in the moment, if it's something bad, you'll be like, oh, this is terrible luck. But then when it manifests into something good, then people like to change the narrative, right? You're like, oh, this is totally fate. This is a self-fulfilling prophecy waiting to happen. So I don't know. I don't know if it's fate. I don't know if it's a coincidence, but it kind of led me to the point where I am today. So I'm just glad that there was no wasted steps throughout this entire journey. Both the good and bad helped shape me to like whatever I'm doing today. So I'm grateful for that.
Exactly.
I'm just reaching for my water. Yeah, please go ahead.
Thanks for us introduction. Today's topic. I'm the host, and today's topic is Wuthering Wave.
Yes.
So, did you play Wuthering Wave since?
Did I play Wuthering Waves? Oh my God, where do I start?
Since open beta.
Oh God, since open beta.
Yeah.
No, I sadly no. Even though you sent me that link to download,
I remember I did.
I was still trying to get over the final patch and power creep of Snowbreak at that time, so I didn't immediately download it, but I started really early after the game's official launch. I think I started on day 2 or maybe day 3. So I'm missing 1 day or 2 days worth of progress, and
it's fine.
Yeah.
It's around level 10 or else.
It's
around that.
I'm struggling to get to Union level 40 right now, but that's me.
I'm Union 37.
Oh wow! I just got to 36 last night.
Oh.
I'm catching up, Yuki.
Yeah. Nice.
Because I remember when I first started, you were telling me you were Union level 22, and you were just pulling for Encore at that time, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that seemed like so long ago, but that was like 5 days ago. But it seemed like almost a month ago.
Yeah. It's been a long day.
Yeah. So it seems like both of us have been playing this game quite a lot then, if that's the case.
I would say we are both crazy about it.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, you can say it. It's fine. I accept this.
Oh, so about your experience so far, how about the storyline?
Oh man. Yeah, let's get this one out of the way first, I guess, right? All right. So
It's a heavy topic, but I
it's
want to have a deep dive.
yeah. Okay. So I will say I did experience the majority of the story through English, and I know this is a very very polarizing topic because
Yeah,
yeah
spoiler alert, hot
yeah
take.
because arguably the game's execution and storytelling is possibly the worst storytelling I've ever seen in my life, at least in English. It is very very elegant in
Yeah.
Japanese, Korean, and Chinese.
It's
Though.
true in every language. It's the wording, the public's
Oh, is it?
wording.
Huh.
Yeah,
I
even
thought
in Chinese, it's bad.
really my game is in Chinese right now, and it's like I feel a lot more calm listening to them talk in Chinese. I kind of like it.
It's like so we going to blah blah blah, and then it will appear blah blah blah.
Yeah, you skip
Why?
everything.
Because it's blah blah blah.
Right. Oh, so it's very simple, I guess. Right.
They use many terms
Yeah.
to increase their dramatic.
Oh my
but
God.
We
Yes.
don't know everything.
Yeah, that's the same in English. I remember the first day I booted up the game, it was just like it was just being bombarded with exposition and terminology, like tacit discords, the resonant echoes,
Echo.
resonant abilities,
Yes.
skills, liberation, Ling Yan, Ju Yang. Like, oh my God. Like, come on. This is too much.
Long.
Huang Long. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And there's one thing about the English
So
voice
bad.
actor that bugs me a lot. And
So bad.
I'm sorry because I have this girl as the poster, and she is the poster girl of the entire game. But I gotta say this, like Yang Yang, man, I don't know what the hell happened to Yang Yang's
It's
voice.
Yang.
Whatever. Yeah, Yang Yang. But so here's the thing with Yang Yang's English voice actor. When she speaks in English, so the first problem is that she speaks everything way too slow and monotone. And the second problem is that whenever she has like a Chinese word, she just goes like 180.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she goes
Yeah.
180 from like super English mode to super Chinese mode. And
Super Chinese mode.
that messes with my brain, you know? So like instead of saying like Huang Long, like the Western way,
Jingzhou.
she'll instead of saying Huang Long, she will say Huang Long, which I understand that's the correct way to say it, but it baffles me. It's so jarring in my mind that I hear like the traditional Western way, like, and I'm expecting to hear Jingzhou, right? Not like Jingzhou. So it's super weird whenever I hear it, and it's just like, it's all sorts of cringe. I can't explain it.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Your Chinese is so good.
No, it's not. It's not. My Chinese is terrible. Don't say that. It's really not.
Wow.
I can pronounce like a few words to try to like to try to like scam people. Hey, my Chinese is perfect. Yes, my pronunciation is on point. Yeah. But then you have like an intellectual conversation with me. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Oh. Anyway. The storyline is pretty, I would say, straightforward, but
Simple.
the
Yeah.
process is very complex.
Mm-hmm. A ton of terminology, but it has like, it does have that traditional like JRPG gacha game trope, which is
Now,
like, oh, there's a
the
problem.
story is basic. The storyline is basically, you are the hero,
Mhm.
and then you gonna save the world. That's
Mhm. And every girl likes you.
it. True.
As a matter
I mean,
of fact, every guy
I mean-
likes you too.
I'm a godsend, right?
Everybody is obsessed with you as the main character in these games, but
Yeah. I'm a goddamn godsend.
yeah,
Godsend.
yeah, I'm the king of the game. But what I think is kind of cool, and maybe this will lead into one of our later topics on the character discussion, is that in most gacha games,
Alright.
yeah, in most gacha games, the main character is usually a 5-star, which is completely incorrect because they are not at the 5-star power level, but they're introduced to the game as a 5-star, and usually as the game goes on, they kind of fall off, right? They're kind of like mid-tier at best. But Wuthering Wave's main character is actually super pretty damn good, I gotta say. Definitely like top 2 tiers in terms of damage output. But I like that a lot. I like that Wuthering Waves is giving their main character a chance to develop. And also I also thought that when they initially came out of the game, it was going to be very similar to like Honkai Star Rail, right? Where like the main character is like a stand-in to silent protagonist, and whatever you think as the player is what is going on in the main character. But the main character is actually voiced in this game, so that was a breath of fresh air for me as well.
Yeah, he does. and she and he's cool as hell.
Which one? Who's she? Oh, the main character.
Both.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I like female.
Yeah, I kind of like the female too.
Yeah.
I'm kind of annoyed that I chose the guy, because when I first booted up the game, I was like, okay, cool. It's an anime game, you know, maybe I can do some voice acting. That's why I chose the guy, so I can voice act the guy.
Oh.
But then it turns out it was just a terrible decision, because not only is the voice acting crap, the girl is also much hotter. So
Also crap.
Exactly. What's going on, Isle? There, have a my
We can
guys.
take that aside.
Yeah.
We can put that later. Now, how about Explorer?
I
And
love
combat.
it. I love the exploration.
I like the way you can just run on the wall.
That's right.
So good.
The parkouring up the wall, it makes navigation quite easy. And I don't know if people have brought this up before, but at least in Genshin, if you run up against a wall, and let's say like the building that you're climbing has some sort of like awning, right? Something that kind of like extends out. If you're trying to climb up that wall, you are screwed. You're gonna hit that like that obstacle, and you got to find another way around. But in Wuthering Waves, there's actually 2 workarounds. So first of all, if it's like a small extension, your character will actually do like a handstand backflip and get over that obstacle. But also, if the obstacle is extending out a lot, like it's a cliff, you can actually do a backflip and then do your do your attack, and then use your hook to reposition yourself and then climb even higher.
Grappling.
Yeah, so there's all these maneuvering techniques that I really like about this game.
Also, you can sidewalk.
What do you mean by sidewalk?
Move horizontally.
Oh, when you're climbing, right?
Yeah.
Wait, you can't climb horizontally in Genshin? I didn't know that.
No.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
In Wuthering Waves.
Yeah. You can climb horizontally in Wuthering Waves. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good sign.
For sure, the exploration is it's surprisingly fun. I don't know like how they plan to implement like mounts in this game, because the current mounting system that they have right now is kind of weird. It's one of the echoes that you can equip. It's like this motorcycle dude. But the problem is that it's not the best in slot echo
Not
for
really
combat.
a mounting system.
Yeah, it's not. It's more like just like one thing that you can do to travel faster. But I hope they come out with a mounting system, like a system where every character and every team can like bring out the mount. I think that would be a really good quality of life change. But even so, like regardless, exploration is amazing in this game.
Because we're running so fast. I remember someone mentioned that why Genshin has big map, but actually Wuthering Waves has bigger map but less travel time, because Genshin doesn't run on the wall. So in Mondstadt it's fine, but in Liya you gotta spend like over half time to climb a mountain.
Yeah, I mean,
so that's why the Wuthering Waves map is so big, but actually it's very small.
And also there's this I don't know if we should talk about this, but there's like an ongoing beef situation between the 2 communities. Let's actually not talk about this. This is something that we can discuss another time.
Is that? Oh, okay, fine. Okay.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move past that part. But like,
Let's move on.
Yeah, but so earlier we discussed the storyline, we discussed the exploration element, and then we also wanted to discuss the combat, right? And there's actually a bumper that I made for this, and let me bring this out real fast.
Combat is very interesting. First is free time team. Compared to Genshin, it lost some complexity, but I would say the outro and intro design make up for that.
Mm-hmm. I think the intro and outro is it's honestly pretty damn cool. It also incentivizes like party building rather than like making one character a god and then trying to run with that.
Yeah, it introduced some mechanic that let you overcome the stats.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I think
in Chinese we call that technique multiplier.
technique multiplier.
Yeah. We have damage multiplier in damage, right?
Yep.
And then for this with this mechanic, we can use our 操作
Control.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Yeah, control to actually increase your DPS.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we call it technique multiplier.
Oh, in English we call that
Because if
micro.
Oh, micro. Yeah.
Or just like just get skills or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
just not get good. Don't suck.
Micro, huh? Okay.
Yeah, unit control.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's good design. But I think free party is actually very good. For 4 parties, it's things are a little bit too complex.
Yeah, it can get a little
with
crazy.
this outro intro system. Yeah, and 2 people is too simple.
Yeah. And I mean, like 3, like parties of 3s, it's good for gacha, right? Let's just be real here. Like,
Yeah. And the building character parts. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, because I played other gacha games, like I don't know if you guys are familiar with Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, but like that game I played for many years. And in Brave Exvius, in FFBE Brave Exvius, you have a team of 5 plus 1 like assist character from your friends. So it's like a team of 6, but you build teams of 5s. And like that game, yeah, you can imagine, right? Customizing a team of 5 is pretty insane.
Yeah.
And just like Wuthering Waves, where like the end game content requires you to have 3 separate teams, it's the same thing like that. Like, yes, you can deck out 1 team, but to perform ideally, you need like multiple teams. And in that game, it's like multiple teams of 5. So it's kind of nuts, yeah.
You'll be a little bit mess.
Yeah.
It's not optimizable. Okay. The combat wise, the weapon is fine, I guess. But I would like to have more variety.
Oh, yeah. And weapon, you mean like in weapon types?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like right now, what do we have? We have swords, and we have broadswords. We have guns. We have gauntlets, and then we have
Gauntlet.
what, like rectifiers?
A wand.
Yeah, it's basically
I
a
would say
wand.
it's a wand.
It's basically a wand, but it's also like a weird USB device thingy. But they call it rectifiers, which sounds really weird. But yeah, it's the magician's weapon. Let's just call it that. Yeah, it's the magician's weapon. So in your eyes, like what other weapon types would you like to see?
I would like to have a spear.
Oh man, we kind of have GN.
Yeah, but actually he's not. And then I like a dual sword, dual blade.
Oh, okay.
You'll be fine. You'll be fun. And in this fast tempo game.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, like 2 daggers or 2 swords.
Ding. Your enemy.
Yeah, like a fast attacking assassin or rogue class kind of character.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to happen eventually. There's only so much like guns and swords and and punching that we can take after all. Eventually, there's going to be cool weapons.
Yeah, even like a cannon.
A cannon.
Yeah, a cannon.
I think that would just funnel into the same like guns category though. Because it's like, but I don't know. I got the 5-star gun for Mortefi. Like, you know, the one that you can pull through
Yeah.
Yeah, like like that. Honestly, maybe I'm biased because all those weapons are blue, and I'm like, ooh, this looks really nice. But but yeah, I think like gun weapons are so underrated in this game, so underrated. And I get it,
Because it is.
because people don't like it because you can't
It is.
parry. But I don't know. I initially didn't like it either, and I was like, "What? Guns are so bad! Like, give me that sword."
The orbs also cannot parry.
Oh yeah. Like the
I
casters,
call that orbs. Yeah,
the wands, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So
It's like a ball, so I call it orbs.
yeah, so the magician can't parry, and then the gunner, the long range combat classes can't parry, which makes sense.
Also can.
Yeah.
I
But
think they should
mhm.
optimize the parry for range class.
I don't think range
'Cause-
class should be able to parry, to be honest.
Mm,
Like the whole point of a range class is to fight from a distance.
but
Yeah.
there's some bosses that if you don't parry, he will just
Just
do
one
a
shot you.
combo.
Yeah, and just one shot you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta dodge 4 times in a row or just parry once. That's kind of unbalanced, I think.
Yeah.
Especially for me who use Encore as main DPS.
Oh my gosh, that's so true. You're a caster.
Fuck me.
I think Kuro Games kind of understands that right now, because like the end game content, which is basically like the trials thing, like where you need 3 different teams, and also where you fight the bosses at scaling difficulties. It really does feel like end game content right now it's like Dark Souls. It's like you have to dodge everything, and if you get hit by one thing, you're basically screwed.
Dodge and parry.
Yeah, so
It's more like a Sekiro.
it's I gotta say that those fights are very unforgiving, because if you lose any one of your 3 characters, it's basically an automatic reset. Right?
Yeah. If you get 1 hit, you get 2, 3, 4, and then you're dead.
Yep.
You are dead.
Yep. And then the game like gives you these it gives you like a revives and heals, but it revives you at like such pitiful HP, and I'm not really utilizing it just yet. But I don't know. I feel like the game is going to penalize you for using items like on certain rewards down the road, because like you know how most gacha games with quests, it's like, oh, complete this without using any items. So that's gonna come into
freezing, and poison is very powerful, I would say.
Yeah.
Like 25 damage bonus and 20 crit rate busted.
20. Are you talking about like the base stat of the weapons?
I'm saying the cuisine. The food.
Oh, the food.
That's
Yeah. I need to get better with that.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just recently found out that you can actually eat 2 foods. You can eat an attack food and a defense food. I did not know that.
Same thing for potion.
What do you mean by what potions?
Economy.
Oh,
potion.
yeah. Yeah, I've been just
So basically, you can have a 4 effect on you.
Oh.
Lasts for 15 minutes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I've been just eating freaking Jinzo skewers for the past week. Jinzo skewers. Like,
stop.
It's like the worst. I made like 50 of those, and I've been just eating those like all day, all night. Jinzo skewers, let's go.
I usually just drink thermal damage and crit rate.
Thermal damage. You mean fusion damage? Or
Whatever the fuck.
this game.
Fire damage, okay?
Yeah. I know. I feel the exact same way, Yuki.
Water.
Water?
Wind.
Glacio, Arrow, Fusion, Spectro, Havoc.
Stop.
Oh my god, there's so much. But
stop.
But yeah, so there's a bunch of terminology that first time gamers have to learn. That is something we've just come to accept. But let's talk about like the character design and your first impressions a little bit. Like how do you feel about you know what? The poster girl of this game is Yang Yang. So let's talk about her for a second before we move on to the other characters. So actually I'm gonna bring this on my screen here. I'm gonna remove my VTuber model as we talk about this. Where is it? Where is it here? Oh, boom, there it is. Okay. All right, Ice, please go away. Thank you. All right, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I got get used to it.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's like talking to a
Okay.
Wuthering Waves voice actor. Jesus.
Oh no.
It's like, oh no, it's the
Oh
real
no.
thing. All right,
You know what? Fuck it. I will just say my way.
just say it your
Yeah.
way. It's cool. Say it the Chinese way. We get the authentic experience.
Yeah. It will be cool.
All
So
right.
yeah, as the first partner with the journey,
Mhm.
how do you feel her?
Honestly, I like her character design a lot. Okay, and it's not the blue beret and the blue dress. That's part of it. But I do like her design and character a lot. I think she looks very, very cool. I like her kit as well. It's very beginner friendly. Because like
also the beginning.
Oh, what do you mean?
she wear like a big bikini.
Well, I mean, everybody is kind of wearing close to nothing. So, I mean, that's just
True. That's why I'm here, right?
That's
why you are here.
Yes, totally. Yeah, it's not for the gameplay. It's not for the story. It's for the waifus.
No. Basic.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? When you introduce a character, like the first character that gets introduced you to the game, it's always that like first character syndrome. Like you like her,
Yeah.
you like her, but you also know that she's not going to be the best character in the game. She's not going to be the end all be all. She's not going to be the final waifu. But on appearances alone, I think Yang Yang has that. In terms of skill kit, she definitely takes a back seat, right? She's obviously.
I would say the storyline ruins.
Oh, say that again. Sorry.
I would say the storyline ruins her.
Oh yeah, the voice acting, the English voice acting definitely ruins her.
If you take that apart, she's fine.
Yeah. If she just shuts up
She's
and never
totally
talks.
fine.
If you just like non-stop talking every single cutscene, and oh yeah, it's just
she even take you home.
Yeah, God.
After chapter 2, right?
No, I don't want to do that. Just gonna like bring me to your house and talk me off all night. Fuck. Just like no, thank you.
I don't. Sorry, girl. I know you like me. I'm a goddamn concept, but no, please.
I just can't stand it. He talks too damn slow. But anyway, Yang Yang's character design, I love it. I love it a lot. I like her attack animations. I like her ulti.
Yeah.
I like how beginner friendly.
Attack animation is so clean.
Yeah, and I like how free to play and beginner friendly she is, and you can plug her into almost any team at the start of the game because essentially, if you switch her in, she will buff the incoming character and restore their ultimate gauge. Their resonance energy like a little bit quicker. So. Yeah, so because of that, she can easily assimilate herself into almost any team comp, at least in the early free-to-play mode of the game.
But the game doesn't want her to be that good.
Yeah,
so
she
they
can't.
gave her the most pitiful ratio on her skill.
And she also gave her like the worst like English voice actress in the world. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be shitting on her like that. I'm sorry.
That's aside the point.
Yeah, that's aside. Yeah, let's move on. That's Yang Yang in a nutshell. But yeah, great character.
Yeah.
Should we just?
In a nutshell. Blah 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 blah.
It's you gotta slow it down, Yuki. That's too fast. It's like blah blah blah, Qingzhou blah blah
blah. In the 黄楼.
Oh
Blah
God.
blah blah. 水主角.
Oh God, Yang Yang drives me nuts.
Oh God. So bad.
Yeah, let's move on. That's enough of Yang Yang for one day.
So
should we just go along? Should we just go along this list? We kind of.
I think so.
Sure. You can choose whichever character that you want to talk about, and then I'll piggyback off that.
Oh, I wanna talk. Baiji.
Baiji. Oh. So we're jumping all over the place then. Okay.
Yeah, because I love girls.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
I don't give a fuck about men.
Yeah, me neither.
Sorry.
Sorry to all the men listening.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. We don't give a fuck about men. None of us. Kill all men. But okay, Baiji, top left corner, second character from the left. Baiji, let's talk about it. What do you love about her?
Baiji.
Baiji, sorry. What do you love about her, Yuki?
Yeah.
Tell me.
I think she's very easy to play.
Oh.
And her kit is very simple, just like auto attack all the way down. And I will say her working attitude is very good.
Her working attitude? What?
Yeah. Just
like the way she works in game, you mean?
You know, do you remember when we go into chapter 2 or 3, we accept Sanhua's 信物.
Oh yes.
the things.
I do.
And then she take us to Montefiore.
Yep. I got a lot of shit to say about
discover,
Sanhua.
to discuss all these things. She's very solid.
Yeah. She's
clear.
She's a very professional, high work ethic woman.
Yeah, that's the girl I like.
That's a hard-working girl. Okay, I see.
Yeah,
I got
and
you.
she's very professional. I like that.
Okay, but how about her as a gameplay character and as a combatant and a support? What do you think about that?
She's key is very easy. Not really many mechanic, but her heavy attack is kind of weird.
Yeah, she just like summons a snowman and just like dances and twirls in a circle until something dies.
just spin to win.
Spin to win. Just deploy my Lapras and just watch it twirl in a circle. That's
that's kind of awkward. I think they could give her like a splash ice on her heavy attack, not this spin.
Yeah, I don't think the devs really care about her in terms of like an attacking capacity, but because like she's supposed to be, she's basically like the free to play version of Arena, right? Like she's there as your support, she's there for your momentary heals, and she's there to buff you and all that. But she just everything that she can do, Arena can do better, which is kind of unfortunate.
I like her tattoo. The tattoo is on her thighs.
Oh wow, damn.
So good.
You really looked into this.
Every time she will touch her thigh. I love it.
I gotta be honest, I still have her at level 1, so I never paid too much attention to Baiji.
You can have a look.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look after this. But I do need to level her up because like for those of you guys that are playing, whether you're just new or whether you've been into the game for a while, eventually you're gonna want multiple teams, and chances are the main healer for your first team, like your ace team, is gonna be Verino, and chances are just the support for your second team is going to be Baiji. So at one point, you guys might want to consider leveling her up just for the sustain and just for the buffs.
Yeah, and also the healer. Only healers have a damage bonus for your whole team. Others are only for next character you on the field.
Yep, that's like a whole like rotation bit that we can talk about later if we have time. But I think this is a good opportunity to actually segue into Verena, since we kind of like did like a brief introduction about her already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Verena is a 5-star healer.
Yeah. All right, I think we should preface this right now. So you guys can see the characters on the screen, right? All the characters with the golden background are the 5 stars, and all the characters with the purple backgrounds are the 4 stars. But yeah, please, sorry, continue.
So Verena is a 5-star character. Her elemental is light. I would say light or yellow number, depending on whatever the file you want. Light. Spectral element. And she's very good because her healing is based on the attack. So you could put your attack echo on her and then switch to another DPS.
Yep. And she also buffs the whole party, so The party buff, if I'm getting my numbers right, is for 30 seconds, which is enough time for 2 rotations. So essentially, you're going to want to proc Verina's buff first, and then transition to your second party member, and then that member is probably going to have like a 15-ish second buff that only applies to the next character. So essentially, what you guys want to do is you want to cycle your rotation such that the first character buffs everyone for a long time, and then the second character buffs the next character for a short time. And then that way, the third character that you bring in can take advantage of all the buffs from both team members that were rotated in before you. So that's the kind of general rotation and combat element that you guys want to get into.
Speaking of buffs, I forget to mention that Badge's buff only gives her ultra healing only gives the next people you use. If you switch to a second, her ultra will not heal you anymore. But Verina will.
Damn, I didn't even know that. Well, that's why she's level 1 in my party.
True.
I'm trying to hoard right now. I'm really trying to prepare for Union level 40, you know? So when Union level 40 hits, I have all my resources hoarded up, and I'm just gonna max out my active team. And then if I have any extras, I'll build team 2.
Also, she's cute.
She's alright. I mean, oh yeah, you like the lolly types, right?
Don't say that.
Well, is your main team not Encore, Verina, and
yeah, but it's a podcast. Yeah. Come on, dude.
But actually,
stop exposing me.
No. But who is your support for your main team? Is it Mortefi?
Currently, I'm using Yang Yang for Uncle's recharge.
Oh, for her ultimate.
So I can do two cycles, one burst. One ulti burst.
So you bring in Yang Yang basically second in order to have like the energy regen, and then you sub in Encore for the ulti, right?
Yes. Also, Yang Yang's empower heavy attack allows her to stand down to ground, right?
Yep.
And if you switch on that cutscene, she will still stand down. And for Encore,
animation
when
cancels.
she's doing the burst, you can also change. So you can see Encore and Yang Yang at the same time.
Yep.
Basically.
Yep. That's actually something else. I don't know if we were gonna get into that, but the combat mechanics. Like, if we really wanted to do a deep dive, there's so much in combat that we can get into. And it's gonna be overloaded. But just to preface, there's a lot of advanced combat techniques in this game.
I think we can have another podcast about that.
Yeah, seriously.
About all characters' mechanics.
Maybe not all characters, but I can definitely talk about my active team for like hours on end, which is GN, Mortefi, and Verina. But just to keep it short, essentially there's something called an animation cancel. So you can start an animation from one character, and then you can sub in another character to A, cancel the animation from your first character, but also B, you get to sub in your character really, really quickly and do like attacks at the same time. So like Yuki was saying, if you time it properly, you can actually have sequences where 2 characters like Encore and Yang Yang are on the field at the same time fighting, like, you know. So if you actually time your rotations correctly, you can animation cancel. But also the really cool part about this game is that you can cancel more animations by using different T commands. So that is your like your camera command, your look command, your hook command, your sonar command. There's ways that you can actually utilize those commands in order to cancel jumps and to cancel dashes. And but after you cancel those dashes, your weapon animation still fires, right? So there's all these cool ways to make the fast-paced combat even faster. And like animation cancels is why I play League of Legends. It's why I main Riven for so many years. And games like this.
Oh, you're a Riven man. Get off of me.
Yeah, I'm toxic by default. That's how you know.
True. And I'm bot lane player. Keep leave me alone.
Yeah. I'm gonna just gank the hell out of bot lane 24/7. But that's why
Oh.
I like canceling in this game, and that's also why I like Kelcharo a lot in this game, because Kelcharo plays
Oh.
like Riven. He's basically male Riven.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough of that advanced techniques. I just feel like that was I felt like that was topical. I had to get that out.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's the point of this battle.
So I need
Passive.
to address this message from Isle Marauder. If only you put this much time into your trading, then maybe you'd be a millionaire by now. No, bro. If I put this much time in my trading, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be more broke than I already am, because I'm just going to be a degenerate and lose my life savings. But Joe says there's so much to this game. Sheesh. Yeah, bro. And this is just the first week that it's out, man. There's going to be a lot more deep diving content going forward. 100%.
100%. So, next. Oh, wait. We didn't mention Verina's appearance and storyline.
I mean, I don't really know much about her storyline, but she just kind of
Me too.
appeared.
She's
I'm gonna defend Jinzo. Like, okay, cool, bye. Never saw her again. Am I wrong,
okay.
or I don't know.
No, you're right.
She's so
Now, she's not having much attention.
yeah. She doesn't have a really large role in the story, which is crazy because she has the largest role in every single team comp, but in the game itself, in the story, she's just like But that's okay. That's okay.
Since you mentioned about Kakaro, but she's not even appear in the storyline.
Oh yeah, not yet. Yeah, I think when Yinlin comes out, they'll talk about it. But yeah, let's talk about Kelcharo. I'm actually not sure.
Kakaro?
What's the Chinese pronunciation of his name? Kaka what? Kakaro. Okay, so that's why people call him Kakarot in like in Dragon Ball Z, like Goku's real name. I've been wondering why people pronounce it like that. Okay, it makes a lot more sense now. Kakaro. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
it's
cool.
so weird.
I'll pronounce it properly. Let's talk about Kelcharo. Kelcharo.
It's more like Kelcharo, right?
It's Sephiroth. But yeah, let's talk about him.
Whatever. So, since he didn't appear in the storyline, so we can discuss his skill and appearance.
Sure. I'm actually going to try to bring a picture of him up front. Kelcharo. But yeah, did you want to talk about his skill kit while I change the background?
Sure. So basically, Kakaro is a lightning damage dealer, and his E is a chargeable attack, and it will not cancel your auto attack. So you can auto attack E, just like I said, like Riven in League of Legends.
Yep.
And when he uses his ulti, his heavy attack will be empowered, and then since the animation loading time is too long, so you can change your character and change back to him. That's all I know.
Yeah, that's I mean, so I actually played Kelcharo for the first bit before I started pulling for Gion. So yeah, I actually I got a lot of experience with him. He's really fun, honestly. Like if you time your combos properly, yeah, it's just like Yuki was saying. He really executes like Riven. You know, you do an auto attack and then you cancel the animation with the skill. And then the skill has 3 casts, just like Broken Wings does in League of Legends.
AQ.
Exactly. Auto attack, you cancel it. You do that 3 times, which builds up enough bar for you to have like a super charged up heavy attack. So your rotation basically is to use your auto attacks and cycle through your E's, and then blow people up with your heavy attack. And then when you go to ultimate
Goodbye.
mode, it's basically the same thing as Riven. You just become super Calcharo. And then, yeah, all your damage becomes amplified. And then, same thing. You build up your bar, and then you land on your enemies with like that giant cleaving Thunderstrike ability. And
about
yeah.
his kid, I like the dimensional slash. You know, the Devil May Cry 5.
Oh yeah, the holding the left click slash.
The Virgil.
Yeah, the Virgil like the waves. Yep.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, and
so cool.
And if you have like your bar charged up, he will combo the Virgil move with like jumping and teleporting into the air and then landing on your head with that thunderbolt thing.
So good.
I didn't know you were into this. Huh. Learn something new about you.
I know some part of it. Yeah. You know, I got a lot of information. Yeah.
Well, I think with Calcharo,
it's all about Calcharo, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well snowball into Yinlin, who is coming out tomorrow. Supposed to be supposed to be a week later, but yeah, the devs have heard our cries.
Tomorrow, right?
So now she's being released a week or 2 weeks earlier. She's gonna be here tomorrow.
1 week, a week.
Yeah, 1 week earlier. Gotcha. Yeah, so she's gonna be here tomorrow, which means credit cards will be activated.
I won't.
You're not going for her?
I only pull for weapon.
Ah, wow, look at you.
Yeah, I don't play Kakarot anyway. Why should I?
Because Yinlin is a potential contender for top waifu?
No.
No?
I'm waiting for Chang-Li.
Oh god. Yeah. She's not here on this chart right now though. Oh no, she is on this chart. She's the fourth girl from the top left. Damn, I don't know anything about Chang-Li.
Later.
Yeah, I need to learn more about her. I'm looking forward to the other one that's unreleased, like Jinxi or whatever.
Jinxi.
Oh god. Okay.
Jinxi.
Let's bring things back on track here. I guess we can talk a little bit about Yinlin since we just prefaced it. But
yeah,
she is probably the best in slot support right now for Calcharo. And the reason for that is because she has very high synergies with the electro damage. So she can directly buff electro damage, which means all of Calcharo's attacks will be better. And the problem with buffs in this game is that certain types of characters, they buff you like all of your attacks, or they buff certain attacks like heavy attacks or ultimate attacks or basic attacks. And the problem with characters is that like most characters' rotations, they involve a combination of different attacks, right? You might have your auto attacks, you might have skill damage, and then you might have some heavy attacks or even ultimate damage. So it makes it so when characters buffs like only heavy attacks or only basic attacks, it makes it very niche, and it makes it so it doesn't really catch all of the elements, right? But with Yinlin, because she directly buffs Electro, and every single attack coming out of Calcharo is Electro damage, which makes her the absolute best in slot support for Calcharo. And if I'm correct, she also dishes out a pretty heavy chunk of damage on her own as well.
Yeah, let me explain. Okay, so Yinlin is a 5-star Electro side DPS. Her mechanic is you put the debuff on enemy, and then when you empower the marks, the debuff, after that, Yinlin can also still deal damage even though she's not on the field. AKA your Kakoro is still dealing damage. And then when Kakoro is outside of field doing that heavy attack, Yinlin can back to charge and put the debuff, the mark. And her ultra skill is bonus 25% electro and bonus 25% resonate liberation, the ulti. So for Kakoro, you can have both that. That's why she's perfect for Kakoro.
Yeah, and a lot of people are also saying she's really hot. Honestly, I'm not there. I'm not there with this one. Normally I'm like, okay, you know what? I think she's all right. But
do you know her boomba is nerfed?
Did you just say her boobs got nerfed?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What? Like from what?
Yes.
From B2 beta mode or something? I really? They nerfed.
Like,
oh wow.
yeah, like 1/3 nerfs.
1/3 nerfed her boobs.
Yes.
Damn.
Crazy, I know, but
Yeah, what a
it is what
ripoff.
it is.
I feel cheated.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. I think I'm just gonna pull for one character, or sorry, for one copy of her, just so I have like the Kelcharo, Yinlin, and Baiji team set up, and that's gonna be my team 2. And then I think
Awesome.
I think my team 3 is probably gonna be something with Rover and Danjin, but I don't know yet.
Also, her attack is using the puppet.
Who, Yinlin?
Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
Yinling's attack is like Kafka, using strength and puppets.
Oh
and then
yeah.
boom.
I was just gonna say when I first saw Yinlin's concept art, I thought she was gonna be like a spiked whip user or something like that. You know, she kind of has
like Kafka, right?
yeah,
Kafka
she kind of has like that BDSM look about her. She's just like
True, me too. Honest.
yeah, just girls with red hair. I don't know.
Bad girl means straight.
Oh god. But in a nutshell, I will be pulling for her, probably her weapon as well, just to get one copy so I can build up that team too. But yeah,
Her
Yinlin
weapon is
and
actually
Kelcharo.
really good.
Mm-hmm.
I will pull for weapon as well. So tomorrow I will be pulling her weapon.
Yep.
That's like 18 hours later for
18.
now.
Oh yeah. So that's what 16. Okay, so tomorrow morning for EST time, she's gonna be out.
Yeah.
Yes.
I cannot wait my encore to be busted.
I gotta check my schedule for tomorrow. I think I got 3 spaces to do tomorrow. This is not good. I'm like, no, I gotta pull
Fine.
I gotta pull for Yinlin. Okay.
Stay focused.
Oh, I'm trying. Okay. Let's talk about someone else.
Next.
I chose Yinlin, so it's your turn.
It's my turn. Okay. Let's say Sanhua.
Yes.
Sanhua.
Yes.
Yes.
My girl. All right, I'm gonna pull her up right now.
First, I gonna say her tattoo is on her eye. So cool.
Yeah. She's a.
I
She's
don't
a
know why,
cutie.
but
You don't know why?
I don't know why her tattoo is on the eye,
Oh.
while other people are on the not eyes.
Bring it close up so we can all see. All right, perfect.
I don't know much about her mechanic, so it's your turn.
Great. So it doesn't really
Nice.
matter. She's basically a waifu. She's the best waifu in this game. That's
Yeah.
at least at time of recording, she's the best waifu in this game. May or may not change in a few days. But essentially, she's like a debuffer as well. She debuffs enemies. She mains the ice rotation, and I think the way that she works is that she like drops icicles on the field, and if you cast certain abilities, it will detonate said icicles. So she actually plays very similar to what's her name again from Snowbreak? Oh Jesus, the girl that detonates bombs. Wow, it's been so long, I can't remember her name. Enigma, Cherno. She kind of plays similar to Cherno.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
kind of.
Cherno Enigma. But yeah, she's one of those characters where she will be your free to play best in slot support. But obviously, once we unveil more characters with better support abilities, she will also get replaced. But I don't know, like any character. Exactly any character that you get for free. You kind of just have to like weigh your options, right? It's like, okay, I can play this character to like until a certain point. She'll probably carry me to like the mid or late game, but then once we get to the pulling part, she's probably going to get replaced, which is kind of sad.
Also, I gotta mention Sanhua's in power heavy attack is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Her heavy attack is a moving point, and then there is a zone on her bar, so you're gonna cancel your heavy attack on the long in the zone, so she can use her empower attack.
Mhm.
And then once she did it, she will detonate all the iceberg on the way. And then how to say that? Every monster, including bosses, will be stunned on that slash.
Oh, I didn't know it stunned bosses. That's kind of cool.
Like it's more like a time stop.
Oh, okay. Kind of like Rover's stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also Sanhua is the, I think, only character that could use ice set for forecast boss. The Lumen.
Oh, right.
If I remember.
Yeah,
correctly.
she's the only character right
Lumen.
now that synergizes with that. Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
technically you can throw it on Baiji, but there's really no point because Baiji is all about support. She wants to buff the next
Yeah.
character in her rotation, and I don't know anybody that mains Ling Yang at this point, so I don't want to talk about this.
Ling Yang is okay, fine.
I mean,
he's fine.
He's the only other ice elemental damage dealer, which is why I bring him up, right? And
yeah, true.
Ice elemental damage is not getting a lot of love right now in this game. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah, true. But Luma is very powerful.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Luma
hoping
can freeze even bosses.
Yeah, I'm hoping Jin Si is going to be ice elemental. She has she's got the hair color for it, so I don't know. But she's
Luma says Jin Si might be light or
Spectra?
lightning.
No,
Spectra
another
or Electro.
like there's no real like team comp build around ice right now though. Like it would make sense if she was ice because like Electro has already got Kelcaro and then what is the other one? Spectro, you have Rover. So it could be Spectro though, you're right.
But we don't use Spectral Rover.
Yeah, Spectral Rover's crap. I guess it kind of depends on what Chang Li is as well, because I'm not sure about that either.
Chang Li might be Havoc or Fusion.
Oh,
Fire, whatever.
I see. Yeah.
They said Chang Li's ultra skill is same thing as Inling. 25.
Wow.
But
okay.
For Fusion.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that's gonna be your best in slot for Encore.
Yes.
Yep, most likely.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be rocking Encore, Chang Li, and Verena, or Baiji, depending on which sub you're using.
I'm already preparing my echo.
Preparing.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I am too. Man, I really hope Jinxie is a nice elemental. I will definitely build a team around her if she is. But we'll see.
She'll be cool as hell with that dragon flying.
Yeah, we'll see. I still gotta deck out my main team with GN first, and then we'll talk about team 2, and then maybe in a month's time we'll talk about team 3. But
so let's be next move on.
Let's move on. Let's talk about.
Yeah, I think we explore all the thing about Sanhua.
I'm just looking at. I'm looking at these characters right now. There's only like a couple that I actually want to talk about. There's so many that I just like, ugh. But let's talk about.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about one that I do want to talk about, and that is GN, baby. Hell yeah,
GN.
My man, GN.
Our general.
Oh God, he's fucking just the best general ever. Usually generals are like,
I don't think so.
You don't think so? You don't think so?
If we gonna include the storyline performance, I don't think so.
Well, in the storyline, they were just playing like some game. It was kind of stupid, but but all things.
Yeah.
Whoops, that's an accident. Hold on a second. What am I doing? Bam. Okay. GN. But I will say, I really do like this character.
Your turn.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about the gameplay and all that stuff, and then I'll talk about my personal thoughts about the game the character in the game. So gameplay wise, I think GN is fantastic because A, he does a shit ton of damage, top damage dealer in the game right now, but also B, he's a very easy to play character. There's not a lot of like Kelcharo mechanics. You don't have to watch your bar. your what is it, the concerto bar. You don't have to watch the concerto bar. You don't have to watch your forte bar nearly as much compared to other characters. You can kind of just like do your thing and like slap the enemy away and you'll be perfectly fine. GN is also GN is also one of those characters that that deals both single target and AoE damage in the arrow element. So that makes him very nice for a lot of different situations. So it doesn't matter whether you're mobbing, you don't like, if he's mobbing, he doesn't need to like tag in like Yang Yang, for example, to cluster into like to pull in the enemies, that crowd control. GN can do that himself. And yeah, just
also GN's recharging pretty fast, I would say.
yeah, his overall energy usage is quite low. So because of that, you can really just you can just pull off any combo you want. And also welcome to the stream, Lord. Good to see you, man. But let's talk about some of the problems I see with GN. So as all gacha games are, usually the games when on first launch, they will introduce a character that outshines everybody else that's free to play. And in the coming weeks and months, generally what happens is that the developers will release other characters or team comps that rivals this character. So like Calcharo was #1 damage dealer during the beta, and then when the game got released, GN took that spot over. However, now with Yinlin into the picture, chances are Calcharo will rival, if not like outright overtake GN in damage output. And then what's going to happen the weeks after is that there's going to be more characters that are going to be released, and these characters are going to outclass them. And this is what we call in the gacha terminology power creeping, right? So once the power creep hits, it's very likely GN will get some sort of backseat to the situation, unless we get supports that will actually debuff enemies, like debuff like arrow resistance on enemies. But anyway, in the near future, I do see Calcharo being dethroned. GN being dethroned. If not tomorrow, he might be dethroned tomorrow, straight up, when Yunlin comes out.
But he's still the most player-friendly character.
Yep, absolutely. It's super easy to get your hands on GN, to just spam one button and just watch everything like get destroyed on your screen.
I can see many people still complaining about, still using GN, but not Kakaro, because they are complaining about the micro.
Oh, it's a little bit too complicated.
The micro is more complex.
Yeah, and
way more complex.
Yeah, there's actually I guess this is nothing to do with the current topic at hand. It does have to do with Calcharo and GN a little bit, but there's actually an incident in Japan where in the Japanese version of the game, so when GN's banner came out, he came out with the GN and then his weapon, right? And his weapon in the Japanese version, there was a translation issue where, so GN's weapon, what it does is that it gives you a flat amount of elemental damage for all elements, and then it buffs your heavy attacks whenever you do an intro skill, and then whenever you do the resonance liberation, aka the ultimate. But in the Japanese version, they had a typo. They said that the intro skill and the resonance skill buffs the heavy damage. So basically the mistranslation was that it was supposed to be ultimate, but the Japanese version said it's the E skill, right? That buffs your heavy damage. So because of that, people started to spend a lot of money to try to pull for this weapon in hopes to buff Calcharo's build, because Calcharo can use his intro skill and then use a bunch of E abilities in order to rack up his heavy damage attack, which makes sense. But then because of this whole situation with the mistranslation, it caused like a slight uproar. But then of course the devs compensated. It gave everybody like materials and stuff to use. But I just felt like that this is something that did happen. And there's two sides of things, right? Obviously, the players that are hating on Wuthering Waves are trying to blow this out of proportion. But at the same time, I think it would be very ignorant for us to not discuss how important and how quickly the team actually came around to make this happen. Because they did it in an extremely quick timing. And I heard the tone go off just now. I can only assume it is Lord. So thank you so much for the follow, Lord, if that was you. I have a different overlay on my screen right now, so I can't see. And now I do see it on the top left. Thank you so much for the follow, Lord. But yeah, that's my rant about GN and about all the banners and the weapons and everything involved. But all things considered, he's my main right now. I love the hell out of him, and I'm going to continue to play him. He's definitely going to have a long-term position in one of my 3 teams going into the future.
his mobility is the best in the game
Yep.
for now.
Yep. Just
Yeah.
press one button and it just rallies everybody. You know, it just like pulls everybody in. He has so many characters combined in one. It's hard
Also
to ignore.
in exploration, you can use his skill in the air.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. And Lord said a very interesting comment. He said, we need more story quests with most of the other characters. Like, I want to learn more about Jiangxing, Encore, and Danjin. Yeah, exactly. I agree. They need to roll out more story-based content to get the player to be more emotionally attached to these characters. I agree.
I don't think they will though.
I mean, eventually they will.
I have a big question mark on that, because so far we only have Lin Yang as a standard banner quest, and then we have GN and Yinling, and then that's 1.0 finished. How about 1.1? We have Changli and Jinxi.
Yeah.
I don't think they have time to.
I don't know. I feel like they do.
Develop other 5-star. I don't think.
Like, even if it's like a really crappy story, like just like give us something, because like not only really
is it, I don't want to play again like Lin Yang. I don't.
Right. The story is like it's kind of hit or miss. It can be lame for sure, but at the same time, it does two things, right? First of all, it gives player resources. It gives us astrites. It gives us a union experience whenever we complete these hero quests, right? And also. The main idea is that they want the player to get to know these characters, and it makes sense for them to have like a Jinyon storyline, like a quest, to go along with the banner, because they want to encourage players to pull on that banner. So I think Yinlin and Jinxi and Changli might get the same treatment when they are released.
Yeah, hot take. I don't think I know anything after Lin Yang's story. I don't think I learned anything.
He's like a lion dancer. He did like that whole like Wulong Wushi performance, and I was like, okay, cool. That's the last I'll ever use you.
Bye.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you can get the hell out of my party now. Thanks.
But since you speak of Wulong Wushi, Jian is Wulong, Lin Yang is Wushi.
No, Lin Yang is just like a piece of crap that I never want to talk about again. But I know there's YouTubers out there. I know there's YouTubers out there that main Lin Yang. So I'm not gonna shit on the character excessively. But all I'll say is during the trial. Yeah, but during the trial when I played, it requires a lot of effort. It requires a lot of effort in the rotation, timings, and understanding the skill kit to do maybe a quarter, like 3/4 of the damage that GN can do by just spamming left click with your eyes closed. So you know,
GN
there's
is
that.
Just hyper buff.
Yeah.
Encore and Kakaro is nerfed.
Yeah, so, I heard Encore is actually if rotation is done right, she's actually got higher DPS than GN.
Yeah. Not really GM, but definitely higher than Kakaro.
Yeah, well,
without Yinling, that is.
Exactly. Yeah, it's everything is going to change after tomorrow. I'm already like preparing to soup off my Calcharo just to see if I can get Yinlin up there to get team 2, because I wanna complete those Ascension Tower quests, and I don't have a second team right now to do that second.
And at second zone. There's 2 towers. I complete one of them.
Me too. Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at right now. I can't get through to the second tower. Even the first round, my characters are all too weak.
I'm thinking like using Jinxi as second DPS or just pass to tier 1.2 or 1.3.
Yeah.
I'm fine with now.
Same. I mean, I would like to see this character released too. But you know what? Why don't we power through more about these characters, because we still I don't think there's much to say about the storyline, so that's going to be quick. But like, yeah, let's go through the rest of these characters.
Okay. So, let's talk about Encore, right?
Sure. That's your main
baby.
Yeah.
That's my main Encore. So, Uncle has a different mechanic called emotional points, and her attack
Sorry, I thought you were gonna say something else.
Emotional
Emotional damage. Sorry. Okay, please continue.
Sorry.
I had to get that out of my system.
Excuse me. Hiya.
All right. We're good. We're moving on. We're moving on.
So basically, her damage output is all from her emotional point attack. It has very high ratio. In the close beta, her E can still use by switching character, enemy cancel, whatever.
Yeah.
But in open beta, you cannot. So and then her fertile is disorder. When disorder charges fully, Uncle can use a heavy attack to empower heavy attack, and then at this time she will stay 3 seconds to charge an attack. In the meanwhile, you can switch out to another character. So you can switch in, switch out, switch in, switch out. And use her ulti to give more burst damage in the same way. So
interesting.
But Uncle is I would say the camera ruins her.
Camera ruins her? Wait, what do you mean by that?
The enemy target's priority or mechanism.
Like how does it affect or ruin her?
This happens to all characters. When you target an enemy, sometimes the camera will target the far away enemy, but not your closest enemy.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
So your attack just miss, and then you're gonna move your mouse to redirect it. It's very hard.
Yeah.
Also, the
lock-on
the
is
camera
is
is like a glue. It stinks.
What? Are you playing through controller right now, or are you playing through a keyboard?
No.
Keyboard, right?
I'm playing with keyboard.
I got you.
My mouse is like it stinks at that target. I cannot move.
Yeah. I have trouble locking onto targets, and also changing targets in this game is it's kind of it's kind of a pain on the keyboard. It's much easier with controller though.
I even can cancel disable the support targeting.
Oh, I don't even know what that is. What's support targeting?
辅助瞄准.
辅助瞄准. I don't. Assistant aim. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
No problem.
I just straight up.
Yeah, I had to translate. I had to translate it in my head to understand what you were saying first.
Sorry.
No problem.
Because I'm not using English that depth.
Nah, it's good. It's fine.
You know, I really wish they can improve it.
Well, there's a feedback section when you press escape, so maybe you can send your feedback, and maybe the team will do something.
No, I don't think they listen to international servers.
I think they listen a lot to international players. Actually,
that's because in the CM Bilibili they also speak up for it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see. Interesting. I did not know that there was that discrepancy between how the devs viewed comments.
Yeah, basically all game company prioritize Bilibili and all their China socials.
Yeah.
Well, shame, but it is what it is because they they can read it. They cannot read English anyway.
Yeah, they need content creators to translate into like kind of push them the message.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens
so
a lot.
I'm not blaming them. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
I guess.
The point is that you love Encore, and that's what matters.
Yeah. Also, the one thing about Uncle is his forecast motorcycle skill is too slow.
Sorry, the what?
The motorcycle skill, the slashing is too slow.
Oh yeah. Just the Inferno Rider. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the Inferno Rider skill is too slow.
Yeah,
I don't feel like it.
Yeah, I feel lazy to just like even to switch to a character that has that in order to travel faster. I'm just like, nah, I'll just run a straight line.
The travel thing, the travel part is fine. I'm saying the fighting part.
Oh, the fighting
is too
part.
slow.
I gotta check that out.
Free slash. The final slash is too slow, and the final slash and the second slash is the same skill damage ratio, but it's slow as hell. It's the same ratio. Why? It delays my DPS.
They're gonna write a formal complaint to the developers about this. We'll get this buffed ASAP.
Please, you can take it slow because I like the super armor, but please give it a better ratio, like 20%.
Yep. You guys heard it. You guys heard it here first. Yuki wants the damage to be buffed by 2,000%. That's
no. I mean 20%, not 2,000. But no. I will gladly to appreciate.
They just fat finger it and add 2 more zeros.
Nice. I wish I can deal 10,000 damage with that.
Here's your god character. Well, you know, we talked about a god character in the Encore. Let's talk about a not so rare, not so god character. I mean, in my opinion, she's also really good. I do plan to build her up at one point. I think she is one of the most underrated characters in the game. But yeah, she's got so much potential, and I think she needs to get a little bit more love. And that character is Dan Jin. Holy shit.
Dan Jin. I was about to think Genshin.
No. She's a 5-star.
Hot take though, in my opinion, Genshin is very good.
As like a shielder.
That's a hot take. Yeah, that's a hot take.
I don't know enough about her to really have anything to say about Genshin's kit yet. But let's talk about Danjin just a little bit. Yeah, she's so if you guys are familiar with like Dark Knight classes or Berserker classes, Danjin is basically that in Wuthering Waves. Essentially, she has a skill that can harm herself in order to increase her DPS, but it sounds really crazy, but those multipliers are disgustingly high. She is one of the characters that actually is able to solo certain challenges without even having a team, because the way that her gameplay is basically she deals damage to herself with her skills, but she's also able to heal that damage back with her heavy attacks after she's built up a certain amount of bar. So an ideal rotation.
Some people don't even heal.
Yeah, they just keep her HP low in order to scale the damage. But what does that mean? Yeah. It means literally if a fly decides to land on your face, you're gonna die. If you take any attack, you're gonna die. So she is the epitome of a risk, high reward. You know, at the very top level of gameplay, if you can parry and dodge everything, Danjin is probably top tier.
Danjin in the pro player is like just don't get hit.
Just don't get hit.
Just don't get hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, in the late game, even if you're not playing Danjin, you're probably going to get 1 or 2 shot by most bosses anyway. So
yeah, I'm doing hard difficulty 4 and 5.
Oh my god, really?
Boss rush, 全席.
Yeah, I'm on difficulty 2 and 3.
Yeah, I'm doing difficulty 4, and that was hell.
Yeah, just like any boss would just one shot you. It really takes a lot of focus.
Just one shot. Yeah. It even have a difficulty 6. How?
Yep.
How?
Well, it's basically still going to one shot you, but it's going to encourage players to pull for more powerful units, like
Just
farm
don't
up
get
their
hit, I
echoes.
guess.
Yeah, you just
Your issue.
the mantra of don't get hit is going to be applicable throughout all the hardest like boss game modes.
Yeah,
But
that's not my tea though.
yeah, so the game wants
I
us to
cannot.
spend money to deal damage faster, so the fight goes on faster. Because the longer the fight drags out, the more concentration and the fewer mistakes that we have to make. Right?
Now let's talk back to Dungy.
Sure. I mean, we already talked about her kit and then why she's like the solo queen.
Simple but brutal.
If played optimally, she is the solo queen. But yeah, I guess we can talk about her character design a little bit. I mean, the only thing I really have to say about her is that I like that it's red on red. You know, she's like a berserker. She hurts herself. Like, I sack HP in order to do more damage, and her hair is the same color as blood. So it's on theme. It's on theme.
Her second blade is made of her blood.
So say that again. The what?
Her second blade on her left hand is made of blood. Her blood.
Yeah.
That's why she only pulls that sword out when she's using E skills.
Yes.
Because that's her blood.
That's kind of hot. I don't know.
Yeah, hot blood.
I want a sword made out of my blood, but I need it to be blue though. So that might be a problem. that actually might
water.
be a problem.
That's water.
Yes. Blue.
I can drink water.
I'm sure I'm sure you can, and I hope you are. I don't know what else you're drinking. That's why be a little bit concerning if you weren't.
I can also drink tea though.
Oh God, did we have? Was it you? Was it with you that I had this tea conversation? I don't think so, but it's like the whole like black coffee versus tea because I can't drink tea at all.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I can't drink tea at all. Man.
What a shame.
It makes me feel like, you know, when you have like black coffee or you have like really heavy tea on an empty stomach, and it kind of makes you feel like a little bit. Yeah, I get that with tea, but I don't get that with black coffee. I don't know.
Ooh, I don't get either both, but coffee is not my take.
Oh yeah, you don't drink coffee at all?
I don't drink coffee.
Interesting. Wow, you are so Asian. I guess I am too, but I'm like a fake Asian.
People say coffee can make you awake, but it's useless for me.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, it doesn't help.
Interesting. I'm one of those people that if I get hit with coffee like anytime after 12 p.m., like noon, I'm gonna struggle falling asleep that day, man. Like I just I can't. It just destroys me.
I just drink coffee like a tea.
Damn. I don't get it. How y'all have like just like bodies that are able to process that so fast. I like my coffee.
I don't know. Don't ask me.
It's fine. It's fine. I love coffee and I love Danjin, but you know what? As far as Danjin goes, that's pretty much all I got to say about her. I will be not maining her, but I do plan to. I'm thinking my third team is going to be Havoc Rover, Danjin, and Tao-Chi. I'm thinking it's going to be that. Yeah, I already have all the characters set up, but again, besides Spectral Rover, Havoc Rover, they're all level 1 right now. I don't plan to invest in them until I get a better understanding.
Rover too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do all the content for the game possible until I hit the tower, and then when I hit the tower, then I will start dividing my resources to build those teams. But I do plan to fully deck out team number 1 first.
Nice. So, let's move on.
Let's move on.
Next one. Wow, we have so many still.
Yeah, I know, right? We're almost 2 hours into this, and we're not even through half the characters.
Yeah, we have still a lot of content to do.
There's a lot of characters I don't even want to talk about, but yeah, please choose your character to talk about, and we'll go from there.
I'll say Morphe.
Oh damn it! You chose the one I wanted to do. Okay, let's do Morphe.
Yeah, because his performance on the storyline is also impressive.
I thought he was an evil character at the beginning.
oh, he's just cool and handsome.
Oh yeah, handsome. Let's bring him up.
He's really handsome, no?
Mortefi, you are up. Bam. All right, let's talk about it. What do you like about Mortefi, Yuki?
I like Motofi's Korean voice actor. Wait, no, listen. When he used his in Power E, right? The Korean, which is yeah. It's wild, but I love it.
Yeah, it turns you on when he goes.
Not that. Not that.
Not that.
Why? Not the,
He's your traditional Korean pretty boy.
yeah.
And then after he kills an enemy, he's just like 감사합니다.
Also,
Very polite.
His ultimate is pretty fun.
Yeah.
His ultimate is like assist attack.
Please repeat this sound you made, but with this epic voice.
Sorry, I just got a redeem from Joe saying, please repeat that sound that you made, but do it with the epic voice. Okay, that's five.
Not an epic voice. That's a monstrous voice.
That is 500 points well spent, my guy. Thank you.
Please take it seriously, dude. Please.
I actually haven't heard Mortefi in the Korean voice acting version, so I can't even do that justice.
I think in Japanese is also the same thing.
It's more like ha ha ha. Oh.
Yeah, like that.
Okay, anyways, we're not gonna do this shit here.
Yeah. That one.
That one.
Yeah.
This is just slowly going out of control here with the sound effects here.
Also, the fire dragon is pretty cool.
His ultimate.
Yeah.
Let me bring this back.
Oh, please.
So I agree. I like Mortefi a lot. But I'm not going to talk about the Korean actor and any of that stuff. But I will say, let's talk about.
My hot take.
Yeah.
That's my take.
It's not. I'm sure it's not a hot take. I'm sure many ladies agree with you. But on the gameplay side of things, I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard people saying that Mortefi is top tier support. Definitely the best 4-star support. And I know a lot of guys are thinking like, how can a 4-star be the best support? So let's break it down. So the reason why he's the best support or one of the best supports right now is because GN is the best DPS, right? And arguably Mortefi is the best support for GN, which is why he's so desirable right now. And his kit basically buffs heavy attacks specifically. And GN, he synergizes very well with GN because when GN turns on his ultimate, every single attack that comes out of his kit is considered as heavy damage. So the moment that you you bring Mortefi, and then you sub that into GN, everything that comes out of GN is going to be buffed by Mortefi, and that is why he's so damn good. But in addition to that, his kit also just makes him a very good variation change because so first of all, he's a ranged character that uses guns. That means in your rotation, you're actually able to stay far away to build up his bar from a safe distance. So that gives you a lot of leeway. It makes it very easy to dodge, and it makes it so when you set up and prep everything for GN's entrance, you can do so from a safe distance. And that's why I think he's very underrated in that sense. But his ultimate is something else as well. When he casts his ult, he summons like a fire dragon, and it looks like a symbol. But basically what happens is that it doesn't matter if Mortefi is on the field or if another character like GN is on the field. As long as that active character is attacking, Mortefi's ult from the backstage will also launch attacks. So not only is his passive buffing GN, his ultimate is also buffing GN. And also if you equip the proper echo, which is like a bird that I don't remember the name of, that also will buff GN. So everything in Mortefi's kit is just so perfectly synergetic with GN's kit. And I would say the only thing that can kind of like contest Mortefi in this spot is if there was another support that came in that buffs arrow damage and also debuffs arrow resistance. If we get a character like that, then maybe we will have some kind of contender for that. But until then, Mortefi is absolutely number one in that support spot.
One thing about Mortefi I like is his skill is pretty clean and fast.
Yep.
Not like Chisha. Chisha is very too slow, I would say. Not my take.
It's hard to
Wuthering is
animation
very
cancel.
clean.
She's a maybe you would talk about her a little bit later, but yeah, Chisha is she's like the clunky ass broken version of of Mortefi. But almost everything from Mortefi can be canceled fast, and that's another reason why I like him. You just pop the skill and you switch.
Don't even have to cancel.
Yeah.
So fast.
Yep. You just like literally as fast as you can press the key. You can press it immediately, you can mash it, and you can trigger the right timing animation cancel. Whereas like characters like GN, especially if you're using the giant monkey echo, you can't just press the echo and sub out immediately. You kind of have to time it. Like you can't go too fast, otherwise you'll wipe out the animation 100%. And if you wait too long, then you're not taking advantage of that window. So
I would say Mortefi and GN is like Kakaro with Inling.
Yep.
They all cater to high tempo gameplay style, like Wuthering with Swans.
Yep. But I mean, Mortefi would be a better Yinlin if he had the whole arrow resistance debuff. I think like that is really the missing.
So far,
the missing
we don't
piece.
have any resistance decrease.
Yeah, that's the missing. That's the missing
kind
piece.
of busted. That would be kind of busted.
Yep, because like it depends on the game as well. Because depending on how the damage formula works in a lot of these gacha games, it will vary by a little bit. But in general, the general trend that we do see is that the most impactful buffs in the game are generally debuffs that directly lowers the enemy's attack, lowers the enemy's defense. Like these are the things when factored into the mathematical equation, debuffs will do a lot more damage or damage mitigation compared to raw stat buffs that you give your own characters. It's kind of just the way it works based on the math.
Yeah, if you don't know, the multiplier part, I have seen the resistance, crit damage, and the elemental damage multiplier are the final damage. So if a character that can increase your elemental damage, also decrease elemental resistance, that would be giga busted. Because that's two final damage multiplier.
I want a Yinlin kind of character, but I don't know. Like for me, I would love to have like a full arrow team, right? Because like right now, like Mortefi, he's kind of perfect for the team comp, but there's still elements in the kit and like in the rotation that's missing. And even though Verena like buffs like just in general attack, if there could be a support out there that can do the healing, and if they can actually buff arrow damage or something like that, then that character will replace Verena. I think I just need to see all of the different multipliers and how they add together or multiply together, like on the back end in terms of math. And once I have those damage formulas, then I can give like a better like a breakdown of like what the ultimate meta should look like. But as of now, with the buffs available to us, this is the ultimate team for GN, Mortefi, and Verena.
Yes. Okay. So that's all about Mortefi, I would say. So next, your pick.
Oh, frick, that's right. I thought Mortefi was my guy.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
That's my guy.
Who else is there to talk about? Oh God!
Yeah,
everybody else is kind of like, I don't really want to talk about them. But okay, let's talk about the only character that I care about. Rover. We will get to Rover. But this is probably the only. But this character here is probably the only other character that's left that I kind of care about, and that's Jinxi. Okay, so Jinxi. She's the magistrate of the city, and honestly, I think she could be, in terms of character design. Here, let me pull her up on the other screen here.
Yeah.
I think in terms of character design, I'm a little bit not disappointed, but I kind of wanted more out of Jinxi in terms of her character design as a magistrate, as a leader, as a magistrate, as like the go-to person that gives the command. Jinxi's character design feels very underwhelming to me. She kind of feels like a damsel in distress instead of the leader that's going to save our nation, you know?
Yeah, she's kind of depressed. I would
Yeah.
say.
But in the game, her dialogue it puts her in the position. It kind of sets her up to be a leader. So there's a really strange like dissonance in that where like she's supposed to be a leader, but then her character just looks like this not so strong kind of yeah.
I think her building, her character personality is fine. She's she's like a godsend from that dragon
Jue?
in her young age. So her stress and expectation will be very high as people in a Jingzhou says.
Jingzhou.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Also, I don't know if this is a spoiler. I don't know if this is even true, but on the Wuthering Waves fandom wiki page that's on my screen right now, I just am noticing this. It sounds like you're right, Yuki. The attribute that they have from Jinxie right now says Spectro, and her weapon is the broad blade. So not Ice Elemental. I'm not gonna pull for her.
We can still appreciate her though.
Yeah, maybe from afar. Not in a roster in my team though.
Not that close.
not. Damn.
Yeah.
You know, maybe this is a good thing.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I think we need spectral damage dealer.
Oh no, I was saying it's a good thing because if she was like the main Ice Elemental DPS, then I was definitely going to put a team around her, right? But the fact that I'm not like fully on board with this character. I'm like, you know, she's not really waifu material to me. She's got the hair color, but she's now that I know she's Spectral, this just makes the rejection that much easier. So goodbye, Jinxie. It was good knowing you.
I think in the storyline, they give Jinxie a high, very depressed leader, but she's also very tough or strong.
She's mature
mentally. Yeah, she's very mature.
Yep.
Unlike her looking, I would say.
Yeah.
I like that personality. You are very depressed, very high stress.
You're so broken. I love it.
Yeah, but still wanted to take care of her people and find the truth.
Oh yeah.
Even though that might cause the fight between her and her master, Jue.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jue's
I
just
appreciate the courage.
Jue is gonna just turn out to be like the hidden asshole in this game. He's like, oh, I was the antagonist the whole time.
Well, he is.
Oh, I don't know. That was just me guessing. I don't know anything about the story after chapter 1 or whatever chapter that we're at right now.
I think the official announcement spoiled that.
Oh, really? Oh, damn.
Yeah, it said 1.1 new boss Jue.
Oh, so it's an enemy.
So,
Wow, come on, devs. What the hell is that? That's
interesting.
no filter whatsoever. They're just, oh man, that's a, oh damn. 1 second here. We got a highlight message that I got to bring up into the stream here. Joe says, rolling up, boss. Got to get some stuff done. Have a great stream. Thank you so much for dropping in, Joe. Appreciate you, man. I'll see you around tonight, and hopefully, if you ever install Wuthering Waves, if you're playing in the Soul 3 American server, hit me up. Said DM me your user ID, man. But yeah, have a great day, brother. Thanks for tuning in. All right, let's move on from Jinxie. Who do we have left? You got to choose a girl or a guy.
I think.
The
The leftover are not interesting.
Leftover? Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Okay, what do we have? We have Yuan Wu.
Yeah.
We have Yuan Wu. We have Tao Chi. We have Alto. We have the both rovers.
Lin Yang,
Oh
Rover,
God.
Chisha.
Chisha.
Nah.
How about Chang Li?
Jinxie.
We can because I know you kind of. I think we talked about Chang Li already, right?
Yeah, we talk about Chang.
Yeah, we did.
Not that detailed. Yeah, I guess we can.
Hey, everybody
How do you feel
everybody else besides Rover is just like, I don't even care about you guys.
I think Charlie might be very smart.
Uh-huh.
In storyline, Charlie give Jinxi everything that she give us. So I think that's all her plan.
She was that
know?
she was that character that appeared in that cutscene that was on the other side of the phone, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. I was having trouble like remembering who she was for a second there.
In that sense, Jinxi says, the Rover already discovered all things that you want him or her
Mm-hmm.
to discover. So you should have a meeting with Rover.
Yep.
And Charlie says it's not yet time. So I think she is very complex. I would say.
Yeah, they're trying to make her mysterious. I mean, the magistrate, like Jinxi, she had that role of the mysterious one, but now she's appearing like everywhere and anywhere. She's like recording like hologram messages and stuff, so she's not as mysterious anymore. But on the topic of mystery, again, according to Wuthering Waves fandom wiki, Changli is going to be fusion, aka fire elemental, and she's going to be a sword user.
Nice. Sword user means I can finally parry.
Yep. She is going to be your best in slot support for Encore, 100%.
Yeah,
Yep.
because Encore don't have any support that perfectly for her.
That's right. This is an opportunity for that's going to be the pattern in Wuthering Waves for like at least the next month and a little bit. We're gonna see more best in slot supports for the top DPSs that kind of be rolled
we need
out.
more for even third healer.
Yep. We probably need 1 to 2 more healers or supports. We're gonna have like Helcharo to Yinlin. We already have Mortefi and GN. And maybe if you guys come out with a better support, that'd be pretty dope too. We have Changli with Encore. And then we don't. I guess we have Baiji and Sanhua with Ling Yang, but let's be real. Who the fuck uses Ling Yang? I'm just gonna shit on them whenever I can.
Well, spoiler. Well, not really spoiler, but Ling Yang is very good with Sanhua because Ling Yang, all Ling Yang's attack is basically no more attack.
What's no more attack?
Just attack.
Right. Yeah. Just. Yeah. Oh, normal. Gotcha. Yeah. So Sanhua buffs Ice Elemental, basic attacks. Baiji is also Ice Elemental. So between Ling Yang, Baiji, and Sanhua, that's probably your best go-to Ice Elemental team right now. But it's just why would you want to build that? There's so many better options.
No. We don't talk shit about that.
Yeah. I mean.
Move on.
I mean, I'm looking forward to one because I really want an Ice Elemental team, right? Like for the branding and everything. And
they probably do every element for set up team and then expand it.
Yep, for sure. Yes, for sure.
So let's move on. Oh, finally, so many characters, right?
Yeah, I think Ling Yang is the only 5-star and Rover only 5-star that we haven't talked about, and then everybody else is that we haven't spoke about yet, like Alto, Qixia. I think it's actually just Alto, Qixia, Tao Qi, and Yuan Wu. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, let's talk about Ling Yang then. I mean,
really?
we kind of have been talking about.
Shit on this?
We have been talking. But I'll let Yuki start because I got nothing good to say about this guy.
Oh, Ling Yang is a 5-star. I see whatever blue number damage dealer.
Glacio.
His first house is I don't know English, but his first house basically charges like Encore, and then when his first house fully charged, you can use Empower Heavy Attack to basically into lion dance mode.
Yeah,
and then you can attack in the air. That's basically it.
Yep. He's a weird
his
bouncy one.
ulti is in power lion dance mode that you hitting in the air for 10 seconds. That's it. So it's very simple, easy.
Yep. Yep. I'm
As for
trying. I'm
personality,
trying not
pass.
to. I'm trying not to say anything bad, but it's just like, oh God, just looking at him pisses me off. Like,
Why? So
I'm just.
then why you mention?
Oh, because he's the only 5-star
Why?
that we haven't talked about. I mean, if anything, we've talked more about him, like more crap about him than any other character. So.
Stop. I see.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Ling Yang's great. Yeah.
That's your friend. Your ice friend.
No, not this character. No, I gotta
Yeah, me too.
look for another. I gotta look for another ice character. There's gotta be like some beautiful, stunning ice elemental waifu that they're gonna release sometime soon.
Yeah, I wish.
It'll happen. It'll happen.
It will, definitely.
I'll drop my wallet when that happens.
Okay, let's move on to
the rest of the 4-star characters. Okay.
Oh, I want to pass. I want to move on to next question though.
Let's just super quickly sum up these next 4 characters, and then we'll move on to the next topic.
Yeah. Okay.
So in a speed round, let's talk about Alto. In my opinion, Alto's character design extremely cool. Very cool, very very witty. But when in the game, very very forgettable. Like just like I don't see anything that Alto and Yuan Wu can do for my team that Mortefi or Verena or other buffers can't. So in terms of characters as like for you to use, they are basically like, oh, use this in the meantime until you get someone better. So
I think Auto and Yuan Wu also do some special things. Like Auto use his smoke as damage tool, and Yuan Wu put down a tower.
Yes,
very cool.
The towers.
But
yeah.
It has some opportunity to be great, but not now.
See, my problem with characters like Alto and Yuan Wu is that I have to level you up to 60, to 70, to 80. I got to use all those resources. I got to level up your skills, your weapons, and find your echoes. And after I almost max you out, you are probably like kind of just as good as Mortefi. You know what I mean? I have to use so many resources. Yeah.
Even less.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? And then with Mortefi, I can use like maybe half of those resources. I don't have to max out everything.
Yeah.
And he's already better than like the super decked out version of Alto and Yuan Wu. And I'm comparing these guys because they're all 4-stars, right? It's not like I'm comparing a 4-star to a 5-star, but yeah, Mortefi is just leagues ahead of these characters. And also Chisha. I guess we're going to talk about her right now. Chisha
is very good though.
Is she though? Is she really though?
Yeah, Chisha is very good as main DPS. If you let her like 2 or 3 resonance chain, her skill is very good.
I think she's got something for her if you hold down her E. That's like the only like,
yeah,
like, bam, 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 right?
Like, yeah. That's her main DPS output.
Yeah, but outside
if
of that,
fighting with Clownless, the bird, Morning Axe, she's very good.
Oh yeah. But I mean, I haven't challenged them like the 5 or level 6 versions of those. So.
Oh, you should try.
I mean, I can imagine.
Morning Axe is ass.
I can imagine there's other characters that will do better than Chisha, but again, she falls into that very similar trope of like all other 4-stars,
she's
right?
Free anyway.
Exactly, she's free character. You get her for free. Get her at the very beginning of the game. More than likely going to be power creeped, if not already power crept at this point. Yeah, it's really tough for me to justify throwing Chisha in my team when I already have Mortefi on the team. That's just it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
And we forgot we forgot Rover. We got to go back to Rover at the very very end. But let's talk about Tao. Is it Tao Chi or Tao Qi? I don't even know.
Tao Qi.
Tao Qi. Okay. What are your thoughts about her?
Genshin Qi. Yeah. Qi.
Qi.
Yeah. So it's Qi, not. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So Tao Qi. her combat style is more like a Genshin, but lower part. Counter counter strike, counter attack play style.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you can put them with Genshin together.
Yeah.
So-
Do you want to talk about her assets?
Also, Cao
boobas?
Qi's physics. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a little bit out of control. Just
The waving. Oh,
it's just constantly like in your face. Like I feel like I can't breathe when she's on the screen.
exactly.
Like, hey, my eyes are here, but my boobs are 3/4 of this frame. So you know, you choose
Yeah.
what you want to look at, I
Also-
guess.
Also, I like the side hair.
The
How to
side
say
hair.
that?
Uh,
Uh,
the side hair. I'm looking at her right now.
the bangs.
Oh
Bangs.
yeah, I like that little thing that little hair tie bell thing she's got going on.
Yeah. Covers her one eyes.
Yeah. Whoa,
I like
what the
it.
heck? Lagging.
I like it.
Honestly, if this character wasn't like so like blatantly over sexualized with like the massive boobs and all that stuff, I feel like I would actually like her a little bit more because like it's just like when a character is so obviously just fan service and is like subpar and everything else. If you pull,
About that.
yeah, about
That's
that.
your hot take, though.
You don't think so? You don't think Tauchi is all about that fan service?
Yeah, they love it.
Oh shoot.
Me too. Me too.
She's aight.
Sorry.
She's aight. She's aight.
Also, her personality is very lazy.
Very lazy.
Yeah. Always sleepy. That's her personality.
Oh, lazy. I got you.
But she's a director of border defense, so that's kind of interesting.
Director of Border Defense. well, that's our pink booba lady. But let's get back to
Lady?
let's get to the main character of the game,
Rover.
the final and main character of our game. You name him whatever you want, but canonically it is Rover, Havoc, and
Rover.
Rover Spectro. What do you think?
Special is ass.
What's
Okay.
Spectro is ass? But yeah, but besides that part, what's your take on what's your take on Rover?
Bro is very cool.
Mhm.
I would say the personality, since they use male as the main speaker, so even if you pick female, you can still feel like she's a man.
Really?
Very
Oh
no.
my god, really?
very strong.
That's terrible.
Yeah. not the physics. I mean the personality.
Oh, okay.
Just strong and brave.
Yep. Typical
that,
main
straightforward.
character.
Yeah, because the main point of view is male.
Yeah, but I love this art. I'm gonna pull this up again real fast. I really do like the artwork and the design of these two characters. Both of these
Yeah,
characters look so damn good. Like the male character, he reminds me of like who you want to play as like a male anime protagonist. He really has that look about him. He's got like that.
Solo Rising.
Yeah. He's got that sassiness with like the what's Biens called in English again? Damn, I don't know. Ponytail? I don't know. He's got the long hair going. He's got the cool sword. Yeah, he's just I really like him.
Yeah, ponytail like that.
Yeah, but honestly,
But smaller.
yeah, but so I chose the guy version because again I thought I would be having opportunities to do voice acting in place of him as I was streaming. But holy hell, was that a mistake? Because the girl version of the main character, man, holy crap! Female Rover is probably my favorite main character design in any gacha game that I've ever played. Holy crap!
Yeah,
Female Rover,
but I mean,
freaking
the
stunning.
male design is very cool though.
He is cool.
Still, yeah, like you.
Oh, thank you.
Now I think about it. The male character is like you.
Yeah, they should
The big jack, the glove.
yeah,
Ugh,
they should
the
just
ends.
they should just remove the main character model and just throw my VTuber model in there instead.
Exactly. You
Oh,
can cosplay it now.
Yes. And honestly, that the male rover's outfit is probably the only outfit that I can actually pull off as a cosplay, like relatively easily. I feel like besides the sword and the belt, I can get and the boots. I can pull off everything else, like no problem.
Nice. Dude, that would be so damn cool.
Yeah, right.
Now, cosplay now.
Oh
Or
god,
after.
cosplay now. Oh man, but damn man, female rover. Holy shit. I just can't stand it. I'm so sad, and it's too late for me to reset my account. So I'm not gonna reset my account just so I can get female.
Also, I think the main character is kind of I don't know the words.
You can say it in Chinese. Assuming I know what that is in Chinese.
没有方向感
Oh.
without direction.
Yeah, directionless. He's like running around like a headless chicken.
Yeah, it's like oh, you're awake. Let's go.
You know what?
Here's people. You're fine.
Yeah. You know why that is?
We
though?
are welcome.
The reason why that is actually, Yuki, is because it's strange because in a lot of it's strange because Rover does have a speaking role, which kind of it's very different. But when the game initially started, kind of like Chrono Trigger, kind of like Genshin, not Genshin, like kind of like Honkai Star Rail.
Oh, you're finally awake.
Exactly. When the main character doesn't speak, you as the player becomes like the player insert, right? Kind of like Legend of Zelda.
Yes.
And like the idea for that is that we have to picture ourselves in the shoes of these main characters. So that works initially, but the moment Rover started talking, it just completely destroyed that persona of him, because at the very beginning he was a player insert and then he started talking. So now there's this weird juxtaposition where he is supposed to be us, the player, but then he also starts talking. And then when you combine the two, it just feels very mixed. It feels very like really messy. So I think that is what causes the main character to kind of feel like he doesn't know what the hell he's doing half the time. He has no sense of direction. All he does in cutscenes is nod or shake his head. You know, it's just like what the hell is this?
True. Oh, this is that. So you're gonna go to that. So so and then the scar come on and hey, hey, you wanna join us? Why not? Blah 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 blah.
I'm just sitting here like I don't know. I think the Scar's got a point. Like fuck, why am I not joining them? Super weird, but yeah.
After all these GN stimulator, yeah, why not?
Oh man. Do you think Rover will get?
I don't know. I still don't know why we're gonna save the world.
Nope.
You know,
we're not. That's not.
I still don't know.
That's not really why we're here. No. But do you think Yuki? Do you think Rover will eventually get additional elements instead of just Havoc and Spectro? Like, do you think he'll be
Definitely.
like? You think he'll get like all 6 elements or 5 elements? Is it
Yeah,
5 or
I
6?
think so. I think so.
Interesting.
Because if you go to the elemental switch, there is 6 slots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see.
Spoilers. Or maybe this is called Alpha. Damn, that's awesome. I learned a ton of stuff. Just through chatting to them.
I think not.
It's not a coincidence. It's definitely padding. It's dropping hints for the players to better future-proof their account, but it's also giving players like things to look forward to and to make content and hype and YouTube videos about, right?
Or just they are lazy.
yeah. They just screwed it up. Whoops, 6 circles. Let me just fix that.
Six elemental, blah blah whatever. Put it there, so we don't have to change later.
Well, maybe, but I for that reason alone, though, guys, it is really important to level up Rover because of that. Because no matter what happens, if they do come out with different elemental coverages, and especially if you're a free to play player, Rover will be able to cover a lot of those team composition niches, right? So
yeah,
it's very very
also,
versatile.
In the storyline, some dungeons they force you only play as Rover. Yeah, so if you're not building your Rover, you are in the trouble in the storyline.
Yep, I think so. Oh wow. we blew through all the characters finally. So
Finally.
let's put the character section to rest. Let's talk a little bit about the story arc, and let me reset my scene here while we do that.
I think we have discussed all the story already.
Yeah, we kind of did break things down pretty well there, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
We
So,
resized my scene.
Including chapter 1 to 6. I think chapter 1 to 3, they could explain more. I think the wording are compacted.
Yeah.
It's
The-
yeah,
it's way too much exposition and it's way too much lingo. Just like they just dump like a ton of terminology on you, like it's since the game just opens. I remember my first day playing, I was so
especially in the chapter
overwhelmed.
1.
Yeah, I was so overwhelmed. It's like, especially with Yang Yang in my ear. It's like, hey, Tacit Discords, the Huang Long and Jue and Bai Ji and God.
Why is she here?
Xia, it's like- Like, stop it. I can't take this. Yang Yang, you're beautiful, but goddamn, please stop talking.
Stop being so annoying.
This is like driving me nuts slowly. Oh my god.
But after
Ugh.
chapter 3, after Jinxi or Sanhua
Mm-hmm.
explain all these things, is fine, I guess. Especially in chapter 4, where we fight with Scar. After the fighting, Scar and Jinxi almost reveal all the things that we should know. In even after chapter 6.
I feel like they're
It
I feel like they're setting us up for a misdirection. Just like you said, right? Like the developers kind of leaked that Jure was going to be a boss. So it's kind of like they want to make the character believe that Jure is in our best interest. He's our ally. And then they're probably going to blindside us like, "Oh shit, this is what's happening."
Yeah.
And Scar is actually the good guy. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
Scar also said that Jue is not a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jinxi also said Jue predict that
We're gonna fight.
she will fight.
Yep,
Yeah, they
that's
will
right.
have a fight.
Yep. There's some.
So that basically predict the 1.1 storyline.
Yep. And there's something to be said about like Scar actually, like he might be a good guy, you know, like his perspective at the in the beginning, like in the perspective of the good people of Jinzhou, it is not justified that he's a good person. But if our understanding of Jue and Jinzhou actually gets turned upside down, there is a chance that Scar is actually right. And this is what I like, right? I like
It's very crazy.
Yeah, this is what I love about anime, like characters, like villains that are often more identifiable or more relatable to the audience. Like when we think about Naruto, there's a reason why people like Pain or Orochimaru or Itachi and Sasuke so much. Is because the villains oftentimes are more relatable than the main characters.
Not really relatable, but more straightforward. They know what they are doing. That's the point.
I think that some are more relatable too. I think a lot of us we see ourselves as like not the best person. We see ourselves as the villain of the story.
Yeah,
yeah.
that would be so.
Yeah. I think the next bit of the story that I do want to, that I kind of hope that the kind of story progresses in that direction is it's not like, you know, most gacha games, most side characters become like pole banners, and because of that, gacha game developers oftentimes they will come out with just like an avalanche, a shit ton of supporting characters that in the game their role is very, very minor, kind of like what's her name, kind of like Verena, right? But even though their roles are minor, they're oftentimes the best in slot characters for certain situations. So because of that, gacha games, they end up producing all these random side characters because they want more banners for the players to pull on. I'm a little bit worried. I'm a little bit worried about that because we seen what happened to Brave Exvius. We seen what happened to Genshin. There's so many characters that just they come out, they have their minor story arc, and then then they just fade away. They basically perform like everyone else. Like it's so
just like, hey guys, I care, pulling for me, and then disappear.
Yeah. And that's great in the developer's pocket in terms of the game's longevity, but this creates a problem where characters that players fall in love with and end up maining don't have an impact on the main story. And if I'm maining a character and this character is not included as a central part of the story, I feel like as the player, as the consumer and the spender, I got cheated. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
that's what I hope it doesn't happen in Wuthering Waves.
I don't I'll take it, but I don't think so. They will, and it will keep doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that's why I'm hoping so. But like, it's at the end of the day, it's business, right? And it's just making shitty characters, like side characters that are very powerful. That's just good business.
Yeah, you cannot have how do you say? Like even Kakaro, Verena, not Verena, Kakaro, Danjin.
Yeah,
they are not even in the storyline, not even in the side story, but they are just powerful.
Yep. And that's just the nature of gaming in general, right? And like script writing, it's very easy to make a character like overpowered based on like overtuning numbers in their skill kit, but it's much more difficult to create a story and a lore narrative around that character, because you not only do we have to make this character's like story interesting, we also have to find a way to plug in this character's story into the overarching story of Wuthering Waves, and that is where a lot of dissonance can come into play, especially if it's executed crappily. And based on what we've seen thus far, a lot of this has been executed crappily, at least in the storytelling side. But the combat side, absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
You know, it's easy to write a novel, but it's hard to make a movie.
Ooh.
Right?
I feel like both is super hard. But I get your analogy. Yeah.
So it is what it is, I guess.
I guess so.
In the end of the day, all we know is their gameplay, not story.
I think most people, most of the players transitioning over also just skip all the cutscenes. I've seen multiple YouTubers say that they skip cutscenes or they just mash through it. They don't care this and that. Which, I mean, I get it. Like each to their own. I'm trying to get the full experience. So I'm trying my best to hear out what everyone has to say. But god damn, Yang Yang is just really grinding my patience these days, man.
Just don't use. Just
don't use her. You can't. Her cutscenes are mandatory. She's an integral part of the game.
Well, just skip it. Just don't use English voice.
Oh, that I might have to. I mean, I'm on the Chinese voice right now. It's okay.
Chinese is fine, I guess.
It's all right. It's passable. I think it's good because my Chinese is terrible, so I think it's great.
Yeah. Look. I think as you said.
Yeah, but like let's go to the next section here.
Next official announcement. So, how do you think about this compensate?
Honestly, I feel like
is this reasonable?
Is it reasonable? Which part are you talking about? Are you talking about the Yinlin thing, or are you talking about like the mistranslation part? Which compensation?
All of it, like tempo, level. I even think the reward they announced at the open beta stream. In the end, it require you to level up to 30, 35, even 45 is cheating.
Oh yeah.
To be honest, that's just cheating. That's not gift. It's earned. I think.
So I guess you're referring to like the guaranteed 5-star weapon chest. Is that what you're talking about right now?
Yeah, and the pools. That is not even limit pool, just normal pools.
Right. So here's my thoughts on this. So in any gacha game, the pulls, like the tickets, the convenes, the summons, whatever you guys want to call it, arguably speaking, these polls, they get more tedious over time as the game goes on, and the reason for that is because when the game first comes out, you have a roster of maybe 10 to 15 characters, which means statistically speaking, your odds, that the odds of the ticket pulling what you want, whether it's on banner or whatever, is going to be a little bit more valuable. But when the game has like 50 characters and then you're pulling on banners, it feels a little bit more, it feels a little bit more less, a little bit less rewarding at that point. So for me, I think that polls are more desirable when the game first comes out. So when we look at comparable games, again, I'm going to reference Brave Exvius and Genshin here, and it's that the game developers there, they're definitely a little bit more stingier with the rewards that they give out. And we've seen this firsthand when people like are looking from Genshin to the Honkai Star Rail. One major point of comparison was that, like, wow, Honkai Star Rail players are getting 10 pulls for this and that, and like free energy and whatever, and then Genshin players are getting like nothing. I was like, okay, that's cool. and then you take that exact same comparison with this game, with Wuthering Waves. Not only are they giving out this many pulls, but they're giving this many resources in the early game, which when they matter the most. Because let's be real, 10 pulls and 10 of those free energy cube things at this point in the game, it means a lot more compared to us getting that like 1 or 2 months from now, right? Because 1 or 2 months from now, a 10 pull and energy cubes are not going to be nearly as impactful. So I think the developers are actually quite generous with the compensation. And this of course, we also have to discuss the gacha system itself, right? Because the gacha system itself, like coming from like Genshin, Star Rail, or even like Snowbreak, the pity system is a lot more forgiving in this game because the weapon banners pity is 100%. If you see gold, you know your day is set, you know. But in every other game, it kind of forces you to go through the banner and the cycle again for that pity roll, and like that kind of drives me crazy. So the fact that they're so lenient with the pity system and they're so generous with how much resources they're giving us at the very beginning of the game, I think the developers are honestly quite generous. But that's my opinion. What are your thoughts on this?
I think it's reasonable, honest. Hot take though. I think they could give more. Like Genshin gives 1 potion equals to 60, right? 60 cinema. In Wuthering Wave is also 60, but in Genshin you only cost 20 to play the dungeon, but in Wuthering Wave is 14 and 60. A whole potion, a stamina, a Q, whatever you say. So I think they can higher up from 60 to 80 or even 100. I think if they top it and make it's hard to not make a comparison, you know. So I think if they are in it, they could give more. That's my take though.
Yeah, I think because like the entire stamina system, like what is it, like the wave plates? So much terminology. The whole wave plate system is like, it's based off of like 240 obviously, with like 24 hours, and then 24 hours, every single hour you get 10 points, right? So every 1 day cycle you get a full day's worth of energy. So like if they were to kind of tamper with that, like that, I get it. Like they set those numbers specifically in order to time gate and to also like money gate the level of progression.
Exactly.
Because they want to control like how fast a character can get to union level 40 or union level 50 if you were to spend all of your resources and if you were to refresh every single day 6 times. So I get it. There's that internal calculation that the developers want the control on how the game progresses. But I think like over time, as the game evolves, I wouldn't mind seeing other resonance caskets or whatever the hell they're called, like those cubes. I wouldn't mind seeing like maybe a purple casket, and then there's like a gold casket, right? And then the purple ones can be worth 60, and then the gold ones can be worth 120 or 100. Something like that. I would like to see that.
Yeah, they could even limit it in the event reward.
Yep, something that you can redeem for.
Encourage you to join the event.
Yep, encourage you to do like whatever events, like all the side content, and also to because they're gonna show some stuff that they want to market to you in these side events as well, right? So it's just good marketing. It's a good strategy.
Roguelike. this roguelike event, I love it, but there is too little things to do.
Yep.
And too little rewards to get.
Yep. I'm already maxed out on my like if we compare this to Snowbreak, it's kind of like in this game, like we just have one of those, like one node to activate, and then once we activate it, it's done. But in Snowbreak, there's like 4 pages of nodes, and every single node you can level up to 5. So there's so much more to do. Whereas in this one, I feel like
rewards.
Yeah, in this one, I feel like I've already capped out on everything, and like I'm just farming it for no reason.
You don't even have to clear difficulty 5 if you can't, because it doesn't have a trial character. And it depending on your own character. Not like a Snowbreak, you can even solo the hardest difficulty, because the difficulty is that easy. But in Wuthering Rift, it's really hard.
Yeah.
I would say.
You get touched, you die.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the effect is all wrong. I cannot see the boss.
Wait, you cannot see the boss. What do you mean?
Yeah, the skill effect is all flying.
Oh yeah, it's like it's all over your screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
sometimes I wish my computer is more strong.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's a hardware thing.
Yeah, it's too laggy for me.
I got you. But but on the topic of just like things we like about the game, like these compensations, these quests. Let's talk about our thoughts on the end game. So, arguably, arguably speaking, the main piece of end game content that's going to keep us grinding, it's probably going to be about echoes, right? It's kind of
definitely. That's the true end game.
How do you feel about it?
I would say it's a jail. Every single character must to sit on the jail. Sit
in the jail?
Yeah.
Well, wait, can you explain that? What do you mean by that?
You want to build your character, then you have to build your set, echo set, and then it's basically grinding, and then gambling to get a best echo, because no one wanna have a optimal echoes, right?
Yep.
So it's basically the cycle never endings. You gotta grinding all day, every patch. That's why we ask official to give more morphable echoes, I think. And
Morphable echoes.
like like a reward in a roguelike.
Oh yeah.
Free cost.
Yeah, things that you can kind of redeem for, right?
Yeah, because the stats is too hard for 3 costs.
Yep. Man, we can actually, I mean, if you're up for it, we can actually do like do we have time still? Yeah, we got like half an hour. We can kind of do like a soft-ish deep dive to the whole like ecosystem optimization, because I did a ton of research into that. I'm pretty sure you know about this as well.
Yeah, that's go ahead. We can do it.
Okay, so I mean, I guess we can talk about the farming stuff first, and then we can actually talk about strategies for re-rolling, ways to preserve resources and all that. So
Yeah. Sure.
I guess for farming, right now there's a thing in the game where it's basically a pity system for echoes. Okay, so
yes.
Yeah, so there's different categories of echoes. There's calamity echoes, there's overlord echoes, there are elite echoes, and then there's common echoes. So for the calamity, and every single category, the pity is like within that category. So if calamity pity is basically 50-50, and that means that if you kill one calamity boss and it doesn't drop an echo, the next calamity boss you kill is guaranteed to drop an echo. And basically we're talking about crownless, or dreamless, and we're talking about the turtle, right? So with this knowledge in mind, you can alternate the monsters that you kill. So let's say I want to hunt Dreamless, and I'm doing whatever. I just killed a turtle and I didn't get one. Now I know for sure the next Dreamless I kill is guaranteed to drop this echo. And this kind of strategy and
Yes.
concept can be applied to overlords as well. So let's say as a Gion main, I'm trying to farm a golden monkey, right? I'm trying to farm the best monkey possible.
Mhm.
So I'll be doing my monkey kills and I got an echo, great. And then let's say I do another one and I don't get an echo. What does that mean? That means that the next monkey I kill is guaranteed to drop one, right? That's great. But what if
Yes.
but what if I want to actually make this even more efficient? Because every time I kill an overlord boss, there's a 2-minute cooldown. What if I wanted to kill the monkey and I want to farm like the best in slot, like I don't know, like the best in slot Inferno Rider at the same time? So if I were to do that, I can actually juggle between Inferno Rider and Monkey. And I know that every single time I kill an Inferno Rider and the Inferno Rider doesn't drop an echo, I know for sure that I can go back to the Monkey in order to get a guaranteed echo. So with this in mind,
Yes.
so if I do a run and I get an echo from the Inferno Rider, I know that I can reasonably do any other boss kill before I go back to the Monkey. So it's just having this kind of knowledge and rotation in mind, it will speed up the process for you guys to fill up your data bank. So this is the
You can even have 2 friends to do the other 2 bosses.
oh yeah, if you guys play co-op mode, you can you can
Yes.
abuse that even further. Yeah.
You can kill 3 boss at the same time.
Yep. Actually, we got It's Blue here. It's Blue says, I think they are already doing that in the next event. The next event has 2 elite echoes. Very interesting.
Yes.
It's Blue also says, I think 3 bosses is more optimal because even 2 boss makes it so you have to wait for the first boss to respawn. I agree on that, man. It's just like on the end game,
Depending on the DPS though.
which like you mean the difficulty that you're hunting it at.
If your DPS is not faster, no, 2 is perfect.
Yeah, actually on that, this is kind of not related, but you can actually change your in-game world difficulty. This is something I recently learned. So if your DPS is not, if you haven't been like max mining your characters the moment you hit your union level thresholds, you can actually lower your world levels to make the monsters easier.
When every time I play with my friend that do boss rush, boss collecting, we do 4 bosses because we can.
Everyone's like doing different bosses at the same time but in the same world, right?
Yeah.
And if your friend kills a different boss,
1-to-1.
right? And if you're
people.
so like let's say you are the monkey and your friend is at the Inferno Rider. If your friend kills the Inferno Rider and gets an echo drop and he picks it up, do you get that pickup as well?
It's separate.
Wait, so you don't get that.
You may or may not, depending on yourself.
Oh, so if let's say we're playing together, if I kill the Inferno Rider and you're in the monkey dungeon doing something else, when I kill the Inferno Rider, it could give you an echo on your side of the screen as well.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's crazy! I didn't know about that.
Yes. So basically, we do is for like we doing monkeys, the light birds, Inferno Rider, the turtle, and the lightning, whatever. The last one I don't know English name. So we do these 5 bosses. We do 2 people, 1 people. if A and A, B, and me, if A, B kills monkey and I do Inferno Riders, they going to turtle, and then I kill turtle. I going to lightning.
Thundering Memphis.
That
Yeah.
one. And then
Thanks,
after
Blue.
they kill turtle, they going back to morning X cycle. Then
Yeah.
if I'm slow or they are slow, they're going to help me and also pick up echoes.
Damn, I need to check out.
Yeah.
I need to check out this co-op mode. I've been just
So we can do 5 bosses
yeah.
and then give almost 2 or 3 times echoes because our time is that enough.
That's amazing. So having like a co-op game with a bunch of people alternating a rotation for these world bosses is it's the best way to farm.
We 3 can already solo everything, so it's not a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great point. Blue. Blue said, "That sounds super efficient, especially with the portable teleports."
True.
I didn't even think about that.
Inferno
Yeah,
Rider. Oh my god.
yeah, I didn't even think about that, dude. That's so true.
You have to you must have portable teleports on Inferno Rider.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
Oh,
he's
that's so long.
he's okay. He's like you spawn in the teleport, and then he's just like you just jump off to the left. But there are certain bosses where like the teleport is it's quite a long distance away for sure.
Like the turtle. The turtle is quite long.
Oh sure,
Quite far
I haven't farmed a turtle in a while. I remember like the morning whatever, that one is pretty far too.
Morning X. Yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
I love the monkey. The monkey's like literally right outside. Just
Yeah.
go into the cave and you're set. Here, wait. So Blue has a question. Blue asks,
Yes.
can co-op players use the portable teleporters in your world? Oh, that's a good question.
Yes, but only you can put down.
So if you put it down, other people can
Yes.
use it, can teleport to it.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
man, that's so crazy. Damn, that opens up like a totally different meta in terms of farming.
Wow, we have executed it for a long time now. You guys just know it.
I haven't been playing co-op at all. I've been single. I've been
Oh.
single playing this whole thing, but
It's fine. It's fine.
yeah, I think this morning though, when I put out that tweet on Twitter saying like, oh yeah, Yuki and I are doing this podcast, I actually had a couple of people in the comments section
Yes.
saying they play the game as well, and and I was like, yo, dude,
Yes.
we should totally play together. Finally, I got
Oh.
North American friends that play on the same server as me. Finally,
I actually I check out your comments before our podcast.
Oh,
It was
right.
quite interesting. It was quite nice community.
yeah,
Glad for you though.
yeah. It was like I don't think a lot of
Nice,
these
nice.
folks really play Web 2 games as much as we do, but
Uh-huh.
but it
Mhm.
doesn't really truly matter. It's
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
it's a game that I just absolutely love. Oh, dude, thank you so much for the follow, Blue. Appreciate it, man. I hear the music going on, but I have the overlay, so I can't actually see the graphics. I need to.
How many overlay you have?
I have like 8 different scenes, but yeah, I gotta I gotta add that overlay properly to this one because I'm usually
I
in
only
gaming
have
mode.
a 2 to 3.
Oh, I got you. No, I'm usually in a gaming mode, which is which like if people followed, if people subscribed, then there's like an animation that plays. But I built out this scene for today's podcast, so it's like it's kind of covering everything. But thank you for the follow, Blue. Appreciate that, man.
So, speaking of these things, do you think that something needs to be optimized, but official didn't or haven't mentioned?
Optimized. I mean,
Like camera, but they mentioned. So,
I
is
have
there
s-
anything you want?
yeah. I mean, there are, but these are all things that have been mentioned by
Yes.
other content creators as well. So
Uh-huh.
it's not the first time we're hearing it, but for the sake of the podcast, I'll say it again. And that is
Yes.
so just quality of life changes, right? So when we clear Tacit field challenges right now, there's this really strange camera zoom out.
Or cap scene.
Yeah, and
They,
then
they will remove that
yeah,
in 1.1.
yeah, they already said they would be removing that, and I always found that really strange. It's kind of like just like 5 to 6 seconds of like unnecessary wait that just completely kills the momentum of what you're doing. You know that I found that a little
reminds
bit
me
weird.
of Turtle.
Yes. Oh,
Oh,
yep. Oh,
Turtle is also long.
I agree. Blue just mentioned that too. That was actually the second gripe I had with it. They need to remove the standing animation for the turtle. I don't know if we're talking about the exact same thing. I was thinking about the animation when you first attack the bell, right, of the turtle, and then the turtle needs to do this like 20-second like, oh, I'm waking up. Oh, here's my arms, here's my head, and you're hitting it, and it's not doing anything. And then it takes like a year before the HP bar appears. I'm just like, what?
Also
What
the targeting. You know, the bell can be destroyed, right?
Oh,
and-
what?
For orb user, for mage, even after the bell is destroyed, your target is still the bell, so you miss.
I did not even know
I
you can
know.
destroy the bell. What the hell?
You can.
So you can destroy the bell before the turtle like fully gets up.
After stand up,
Oh,
you
it
can
stuns the
destroy
turtle.
and it will decrease the body.
The stagger bar.
The white. Yeah.
Interesting.
But-
I had no idea. I just
Yeah.
been wailing on the
You
turtle
can
until it
grappling
dies.
up to that.
Oh yeah. You
But
jump,
after-
grapple, and yeah.
Yeah. After destroying the bell, even the bell is not there. Me as uncle, I will still target the bell, but there is nothing, so I deal little damage.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh,
so
poor
tough as
you.
uncle.
That's Encore's life.
Ah, so I hate turtle, but I have to.
I hate turtle.
I mean, even Infernal Rider is not that bad. Infernal Rider's problem is if you clear the first dagger bar, the motorcycle will disappear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before it really leaves, you will still target the motorcycle. So, yeah, you hit the air. You hit nothing.
Huh. I actually didn't know about that motorcycle bit. I've been just killing the bosses without really thinking about it as much. But damn, seems like there's a lot of
I think
other issues.
I think they should target the rider itself, not the car, not the motorcycle itself.
The motorcycle just makes me miss half my attacks. Like most of them, I'm just like, what the hell? I cast my
fine.
thing, yeah, and by the time the animation completes, the motor he's like halfway across the screen. I'm like, okay, this is.
Yeah, they just need to change the targeting to the rider, not the mortal.
Yeah. But like, should we? Do you wanna finish up? Do you wanna do? Should I finish up the whole like echo bit and then?
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I
was
was
just
carried away.
No, it's fine. This is great conversation. But let's do the echo bit and then I think we're good to wrap up here. And unless you wanna, you had other things that you wanted to address.
No, let's finish that.
Sure.
It's fine.
I'll actually bring out one of the other recording I was just playing. So, but not specifically about the recording, and it's kind of cut off in the top right of the screen here. But if you guys look at the top right of the screen, and you guys probably know this, every single echo can be increased in level, and every 5 levels you guys upgrade, you guys are going to be able to unlock an additional substat. So let's talk about the substats first, and then I want to talk about strategies that you guys can implement going forward. So in terms of substats, the 4 drop echoes, the ones that cost 4 resources, these are ones that can come with like a bunch of different substats, including attack and like crit, energy, whatever. But in general, you guys want to go for the substat that is only exclusive to that tier. So in the 4 drops, there's 2 stats that appear only in 4 drops, and that is crit damage and critical rate percentage. Now in the 3 drops, you guys have like stats. Yeah, you guys have stats like everywhere. There's like elemental damage of every single type. There's cooldown, energy reduction, and then there's different things. So for the 3 drops, I personally go for 2 stats. I go for the elemental damage that synergizes with my character, but I also highly prioritize energy recovery, and I'll go into why in just a minute. Now on the 1 drops, it's basically going to be defense, HP, or attack, and generally I would go for the attack percentage. Okay. But now, yeah, so again, every single 5 levels that you guys invest in your echoes, you guys will be able to unlock 1 additional substat. However, a YouTuber did a bunch of testing on a spreadsheet, and she was able to find out that these substats actually come at different rarities, with the most important ones, which we'll be talking about, being critical damage, critical rate, and energy recovery, or whatever the heck it is called. There's healing ratio. There's healing as well, but actually for Verena, it doesn't really matter, because just like Yuki said before, Verena's healing scales off of her base attack as well, so it's not as important. However, like energy recovery, like that, in my opinion, is such an important skill, and it showed because from her testing, she found out that energy recovery is actually the most rare substat that you can roll in terms of frequency. It is even more rare than critical damage and critical rate. So I found that extremely interesting. And also through her testing, you can only roll the same type of substats once in every single roll, which means that you can have crit rate as a main stat, and it means you can still roll a crit rate as a substat, but you won't be able to roll crit rate twice. Okay, so what this allows us to do is that it allows us to come up with like a hierarchy of stats that we want to see. And then this kind of snowballs into the discussion that I wanted to have with you guys, which is how to conserve your resources as cool as possible. So you guys probably heard this before as well, but it takes about 80,000 experience to get from level 1 to level 20, and then it takes about 64,000 experience to get from level 20 to 25. In other words, that experience that you use from 20 to 25, it's going to be massively wasted because you can almost bring another echo from level 1 to 20. And another reason why you don't want to bring your echoes to 25 right off the bat is that in this game, there's something called an echo experience feeding system. And that means that if I upgrade an echo to level 20, I can feed that echo to another echo, and it's going to carry over about 75% of that experience. And the importance of the number of level 20 and 25 is this. If I were to feed an echo at level 20 to a brand new a level 1 echo, it's going to bring that echo to about like 16 or 17, something like that. But it's important because I don't want to bring my characters to 25 because that's wasted experience, right? So ideally, you want to bring your echoes to level 20 and see what's up. However, if you were to level up an echo to level 25, when you feed that echo to a brand new echo, that echo will automatically turn to level 22, which is not ideal because we want to set our echoes to level 20 before we go the whole way, because again, it takes a lot of resources to get to level 25. So for that reason,
I do that every time.
Yeah. So for that reason, and the best conservation, or the best way you can conserve your resources is to, number one, level up echoes, at least the ones that are not perfect, to 20. If you have echoes that are super, super perfect, then sure, bring them to 25. But at least in the early game right now, resource is extremely scarce. The best way to do it is to level up to 20. So that way, not only are we able to re-roll in a more efficient way, when we do re-roll, we don't get a level 22 echo. And then when you get a level 22 echo, most people are like, well, shit, it's already level 22. I'm going to go ahead and invest more energy or more resources to get it to 25. And then that negative, vicious cycle repeats again, right? So we don't want to do that.
Yes.
Cap out at level 20. And the reason for level 20 is a good one is because as the game goes on, we're going to be a little bit more stingy and a little bit more precise with our rolls, especially for the echoes that are easy to come across. So for me personally, when I get a 1-drop echo, I will be extremely, extremely picky with the substats that I roll because they're so easy to find, right? But with the 3 drops, I might be a little bit less stingy. And then with the rare ones, the 4-star ones, I might be a little bit less stingy as well. But in my opinion, I think it's best to be the least stingy on 3 drops, because hunting elites, in my opinion, is arguably more difficult than hunting overlords. Because overlords, you can kind of just bounce between a boss and get one every 2 kills. But elite, it takes more time.
Yes.
But anyway, that's my bit on resources. But in terms of actually how to expend your resources for re-rolling stats, again, if it's something that I'm not particularly stingy about, I will just re-roll it. I will roll the stats up to level 15 or 20 right off the bat. However, if I'm dealing with 1-drop echoes that I get all the damn time with attack percentage, because that's the stat that I want, I will be very stingy with it. Meaning that I will roll the first substat, and if that substat turns out to be an HP or a defense, I will discard that echo or roll that echo experience into another one right away. I don't even care for the second one. But if I'm dealing with like a 4-star or a 4-drop or a 3-drop echo, let's say my first stat is HP or defense or something that I don't want, I'm going to be a little bit more forgiving and a little bit more lenient with it. I might roll that to level 10, maybe even to level 15 to see what it rolls me, right? But if it's a 1-drop, if it's the moment I see a stat that I don't want, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of it. So that's kind of my logic around how to preserve resources, how to get the most out of your resources if you want to take this to the end game, and also setting things up so when we do get to the end game, this same strategy will allow you guys to max min your echoes in a very efficient manner. So that's my spiel on echoes. I hope that was comprehensive, and I hope that made sense.
That's nice. Also, if you are farming for certain 3 costs, for example, like my uncle's fire damage, I would recommend you to go to Tesla Field. In my opinion, its chance is much higher than you farming all the whole world. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still. I agree. I've been running out of things to farm, and and I've been farming tacit fields as well. But if at all possible, like wait until you get your data bank to the second highest level, because that's when the gold to purple ratio becomes 80% versus 20. So, but again, if you have nothing else to farm, then yeah, no, by all means, all the power to you. Farm whatever you want, do whatever you want to not burn out, to make this game as enjoyable as possible. And we got a question from Lord Kaiha here. Lord Kaiha asks, I need help. I'm still around 30 and I need golden echoes from my current main team. Should I just gacha some new weapons or should I level up my data bank for more golden echoes?
Data bank, of course.
I think data bank, getting your data bank up to, I think it's level 18 or is it 17? It's the third highest level. Getting your data bank to that ASAP is going to be recommended. 18, yeah. Get your data bank level to 18 as soon as possible, because even though you have collected enough experience to get your data bank to level 19 or 20, you will be physically capped at 18 until you get to union level 40. You know. So
yes,
I'm in that situation right now as well. I have enough echo. I have enough data bank experience for maximum level, but my union isn't 40, so I'm capped at 50-50 right now as well. But yeah, I hope that answers your question, Lord.
Also, you can merge your useless echo.
Yes,
that chance is really high as well.
Yeah, when I started data merging at level 15. Oh yeah, so also if you're going to do data merge, wait until level 15 minimum. Like ideally 17 is a little bit better, but honestly for me, I just did it at 15. And when I started doing the data merge at 15, I got so many new golden echoes that it actually brought me from level 15 to level 17 and a half. So highly recommend start doing that. Just snowball your progress, and then you don't have to wait forever.
Yeah, you don't have to farm everything again.
Yeah. And no, you're right, Blue. Blue said it's best to save it until Union level 40. I do agree. If you want to like be super efficient with it, yeah, Union level 40, aka data bank level 19 or 20 is the most efficient, because every single time you merge, you have an 80% chance of getting a gold. But the idea that if you start rolling at level 15 and that experience is enough to snowball your progress to level 17, this honestly cannot be ignored. And it definitely helped me a lot in my echo farming journey at that point in the game.
My experience is already like 500.
Yep, mine too. Yeah, just Union level 40 cannot come sooner. Hopefully I can get it by this week. I think I will.
Also, for those you don't know, the critical rate is maximized at 10%. The critical damage is maximized at 20%. So I would say if your critical score are over 30, it's usable. Crit rate times 2 plus crit damage equals your score. Crit score.
Wait, can you actually re-explain that? I'm trying to follow. Can you re-explain that crit bit again?
I will type at your chest. Sec.
Well, sir, 36. I'm currently Union level 36, Blue. So yeah, I'm 4 levels away from 40. Oh, thank you, Yuki. Let's see. Boom. Okay. The highest critical rate is 10% and the crit damage is 20. When you say the highest critical rate is 10%, you mean like the highest rollable mod, right?
Rollable.
Got it. Thank you.
Rollable stats.
Right, so yeah, so there's different substats you can roll, and there's also different ranges of the substats that you can roll. We totally forgot to mention that. Let's see, yes, so for every substat roll that you do, Blue, there's different categories, right? There's like HP percentage, HP raw amount, so on and so forth. So there's every category, but within each of those categories, there's also a range that you can roll. So you can roll very low, you can roll mid, or you can roll high. So according to Yuki's explanation, the highest crit range you can roll in a substat at max level is 10. and the crit damage range you can roll maximum is 20. And because crit damage and crit rate, along with energy regeneration, is probably the 3 most desirable stats in my opinion, these are definitely good things to keep in mind.
If it depending on your character. If you're playing
Yes.
GN, you can also roll for a liberation damage,
Heavy attack damage.
attack damage,
Yeah.
attack percent, etc.
Yeah.
If 3 out of 5 stats are useful for your character, that it is good. That's my standard.
Yeah, I think like for the we're I mean, right now we're definitely not in late game mode by any means, but in terms of the content,
I am. Sorry, I am.
No, but in terms of the content that is available, yes, we're in end game mode.
Yeah.
So, but in the overarching like lifespan of the game, I think we're still quite early. So for myself, I'm not personally going for the super ultimate end game perfect echo roll. Like as long as I have like 2 to 3 decent ones on a golden echo, I'll push that to 25 and then I'll leave it there, you know? Because here's my theory. My theory is that at some point in the game, we might get some sort of purchasable, like through money, purchasable items that will make the echo optimization journey a little bit easier. And this can take form. This can take form in items that will allow you to reroll certain substats without destroying your echo. Or they might give you a way to increase or decrease your like the range of your roll of that substat, you know? So I do
make it linear.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of like gambling an echo every single time, if I have an echo that is like 80% perfect, I can just keep on spending money on that one echo until it does become perfect, right? So I mean, I'm no dev, but I've seen my share of gacha games and how gacha games make money. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, prediction. There it is.
Yes.
Yes.
Blue said
That's all about echoes, I think.
Yeah, but Blue said double crit right now is a 8 out of 10 at least. What do you mean by that? I'm actually not sure what that means. Double crit.
Also, the maximum, the highest forecast crit rate is 22. As min stats, and crit rate is 44. So that's why I said it's 1 to 2.
Gotcha. Like the main stat of the first stat of your 4-star echo, right?
5-star echo.
Sorry, the golden echo. Yeah, there we go.
Golden forecast echo.
Like 5-star 4 drops. It just confuses the crap out of me sometimes.
Yes.
The golden monkey.
The golden rider.
Yep. See, like at the point of the game we are at right now, even if you have 3 dead stats, if you have 2 crits, it's still, yeah, I agree. As long as you have the crit modifiers in there, it's a keeper. If you have energy in there, then that's
reload that though. I will keep finding new. I want 3 to 4 stats. That's my take.
Honestly, as long as my things have crit damage and crit rate, it's a keeper to me. If it has energy regeneration, even better. But
that's up to yourself.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like energy regen is one of the most underrated stats. Like for you to have that fluid gameplay, energy regen is so important, man.
I would much prefer the intro ultra energy, but that's not
Concerto?
the stats. So yeah. So
yeah,
I cannot complain.
That's true. You know, you're right. Like the energy regeneration will make it so like you trying to farm your ultimate, that like those rotations will become faster, but increased concerto energy will basically shorten the time you need to spend on each character in your rotation, which is going to be a huge quality of life.
Cycle.
Yeah. Especially with characters that take like 2 years to fill their bar.
Yeah, but like if I can get Verina's energy 2 times faster, that would be busted.
Yeah, half the time, like with the Verina, it's like, okay, I summon you, you do your E, you sprue your plants, you do your little sliding heal thing, and then you pop your ultimate or your Q whenever it's up, and then it's like, okay, then what? Now I'm standing here auto attacking for like 20 minutes until I can get my outro skill ready. Like, ugh.
Yes.
That drives me nuts sometimes.
Yes. Yeah, that's why I always charge our Verina's passive all the way. Always.
Yep. So Blue said, yeah, that's just because we are like 2 weeks into the game. In a month or two from now, 3 to 4 good stats will become minimum. Yeah, the game is going to definitely shove the players towards like the like optimizing and min maxing your echoes, but they might also come out with other customizable, equipable things that can kind of spice up the system. So we don't know.
Set.
Yeah, I guess.
Jail.
I guess. Like honestly, I would prefer if they come out with like new sets rather than like making the system even more complicated. But I don't know. I think both ways could work. They can come out with new sets with like with new passives that will just make the old ones obsolete, or they can add a system where it's like, oh, after you max out your echo at level 25, that you can spend these amount of resources to roll one like super stat. You know, they just make
it break your echo.
Yeah. It just makes it even further to customize, and you need to spend more time and resources to perfect it. I think that might be what happens.
Still, even put that item in the event.
Yep. Yeah, Blue. A substat reroll item will be great for sure, and I think they will come out with that. It's like they can make so much money off of that, like from whales, man. It's like $10 for a reroll.
Very depressive.
Yeah, I mean, pulling for gacha games can already be depressive.
Definitely. Like HP percent into HP fix.
What do you think is more crappy? Like base HP or like base defense versus like defense percentage? I never really did the math on that.
Base defense.
Yeah, base defense. Okay.
Yeah, because in this game, defense does nothing.
What? Doesn't really do
nothing. Yeah.
We just get like destroyed by one hit anyway.
Yeah. Only HP helps, I think.
I think this might be this could pave the way for more like is it Jiang Xing, the girl that can shield. I think shielding build is very off meta right now, but I feel like it's
true because all people, everyone is DPSing.
Yeah, everyone's just about making as much damage as possible. No one is really building tanky.
In the end, in the abyss, the tower, it's time attack. Anyways.
Yep. You really just have to dodge and parry everything while dealing as much damage as possible to try to clear the content.
Yeah.
Blue?
Attacking is the worst part of shielding.
There is no shielding. There is.
I mean,
that's crappy.
Sorry. Tie attack is the worst nightmare of shielding.
Yep.
Because you cannot let a character take that easy while still doing tons of damage. That's not balanced.
Yep. You got to spend money on that. But Blue actually asked an interesting question. He says, have you guys talked about the importance of elemental resistance? We didn't actually talk about resistance, but we talked about breaking enemies' elemental resistance. Kind of as like a future like debuff thing that might shake up the meta. We talked about damage calculations.
You know how important resistance is. My friend who named GN, and GN is air damage, right?
That's
the
right.
monkey is air resistance. It has 80% air resistance, and then I can do difficulty free monkeys easy. He cannot.
Yep.
He cannot even do difficulty 2 because the resistance is ridiculous.
That's exactly the problem I have, Yuki. That's exactly what I'm going through.
See?
I can kill other things
because
level 3,
damage.
no problem. Yep. But I can't fuck with the monkey on level 2. And once he gets into like that enraged, like spinning his log in a circle mode, he just one-shots me all the time. I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah. The resistance is final damage decrease.
Yeah. I guess on that note, it's also like this is the reason why like different teams are necessary, not just to climb the tower, but if you do have like there's no way Mortefi can farm anything that's fire resistant. So you do want to have different elements at your disposal just in case you run into elemental resistance roadblocks like this.
Or like the elemental core. I hate these cores.
That the elemental what?
Elemental course. When you hit with the sand element, it immutes.
Oh yeah. Wait,
I don't know the English name of it.
just I don't think I know it either.
I don't know.
Blue is going through the same struggle as me. Blue said, I also realized the importance just today when my Gion was struggling with level 3 monkey. Yeah, I mean,
The resistance is crap.
yeah, but good thing, like, congratulations on blowing through level 2 monkey. I'm still struggling with that. I can't kill that shit.
I use Encore to destroy level 4, but that's Encore busted.
You know what? Maybe I can do it tomorrow. Maybe I can do it tomorrow once I pull for Yinlin and expend all my resources on Kalcharo, and then we'll have a lightning team to kill the monkey with.
Nice. I look forward to it.
I hope I get the weapon ASAP.
Good luck. So that's all about Echo. Now we can wrap out here, I think.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think it's been pretty catch-all. We discussed everything that's been released thus far.
It's kind of a mess, but it's fine as long as we enjoy it. As long as our audience enjoy it, right?
Yeah. Blue asked, have you been level 4 Memphis? I have not been level 4 Memphis. I think I got him to level 2. I'm not even sure about that one. I gotta look into it.
I cannot be that shit because I cannot parry as Encore. No, stop.
Well,
I hate that thing.
I'm gonna build the hell out of my Kalcharo probably later on tonight, just to prep myself for the banner, for the Yinlin banner tomorrow. It's gonna be fun as hell. You're still here. Yo, what's up, Al? Welcome back. Welcome back to the show.
So that's the podcast today for you. About Wuthering Waves. How good is it? I think it's really good, but it has many plays to optimize to
For sure.
keep it up. Yeah.
For
And
sure.
It's just open beta, so look forward to it.
So I got Isle in chat redeeming the ha 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 ha. Okay, anyways, I don't think you were able to hear that, but that always scares the hell out of me. I've been meaning to tone down the volume on that redeem. But thank you for the ha ha ha, Isle. Appreciate you. Yeah, I think the game is fantastic. And even though there's a lot of like, I'll just say it, like, there's a lot of beef between like the communities, like Genshin versus Wuthering Waves, but all things considered, if we ignore the fact that yes, certain people want the game to not do well, so because of that they will try to blow mistakes out of proportion and make it like bigger than it actually is, right?
True.
So we are understanding that.
Isle is the GOAT. Probably the best person I've ever met.
Okay.
Definitely a better man
Keep
than
going.
myself.
I gotta do that. I gotta do that redeem in a second. But what I will say is that I really admire the fact and how quickly the developers fixed the issues. So a couple of days ago there was an issue with the in-game music. They released a hotfix for that after like about 4 hours.
Oh,
Right?
right.
I complained like crazy in the feedback forum, but they fixed that so fast. And people don't really thank developers for rectifying these issues. They just think, oh fuck, like, look, you didn't get the game perfect on your first take, you know. So people like to capitalize on mistakes, and they don't give them nearly enough credit for their response, like how fast they responded. So I'm really liking it. I'm looking forward to more, obviously more advancements from the game. Looking for more ice elemental characters that come out, and of course any kind of quality of life adjustments, like the one with the Tassyfield
Nice.
animations. These will all be welcome as well. But overall, I think this was a very fruitful experience, very wholesome podcast. I highly enjoyed talking about the game that we've been just wasting our lives away from for the past week with you, Yuki. For sure.
Speaking of expectations, I'm expecting Camellia.
Oh god, we forgot to talk about her. Damn it.
Yeah, we forget Camellia.
She's honestly low key like probably one of the hottest characters in the game in my opinion.
Oh yeah, take my seat. Sorry.
Take my seat. Whoa. What the what happened? This turned to a podcast into a non-podcast really fast.
Because she's a hobby.
Yeah, she kind of is. She kind of is.
I cannot wait for her to appear at the indie website. Oh,
She's on the
I
wiki.
cannot wait.
She's actually on the wiki. I saw her earlier.
Oh, I wanna feel her at the present in the game. Okay.
You want to feel her?
Yes.
All right.
Feel my seats. Sorry.
My God, Yuki. Okay, I gotta do this redeem.
It's been 2 a.m. for me. Okay.
True. I forgot about that. I'll wait. Don't go yet. I gotta do your redeem. Okay, here's your redeem. Isle is the GOAT. Probably the best person I've ever met. Definitely a better man than myself. Fuck you. That's not true. That last part is not true. But I'll give you everything else. Probably is the best person I've ever met. Definitely the best person I've ever met. The best GOAT I've ever met. Thank you, Isle. Thank you for the redeem. Appreciate you, man. But I think this is a pretty good spot to wrap up. We've been holy crap, just over 3 hours on the podcast. Yeah, let's get some breaks. I got to set up for another call in just a moment here. Yeah, this was really fun. Definitely got to do this again sometime.
Fuck! I just realized. Oh my god!
What?
My OBS didn't catch my mic.
Oh my God!
What?
No!
I don't.
No way!
Oh my god!
This whole time,
Yeah.
the whole 3 hours, your stream just had no volume.
Oh my god! I hate myself,
Holy crap, Yuki!
bro.
Yuki.
I don't know. Don't ask me.
Wow, why does every girl I stream with have like the most intense like audio scuff?
Oh my god!
This is just
I
like a fucking
mean-
curse at this point.
True.
Oh my God.
I guess I have to use your VODs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wait, let me
Oh,
wait.
you
hold
don't
on.
mind?
I'm popping into your stream right now just to listen. Oh man.
I just fixed that, but it's too late.
Yeah, it's about 3 hours too late. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, so wait, what do you need from me? What do you want from?
Can you send me
Mhm.
your VODs
Yep.
by Google Drive or something?
Yeah, let me actually see how big this file is gonna be because it's a 3 hour stream. I don't know how many
you can
gigs.
you can cut 1 hour or half.
I'm just gonna
I think-
download the entirety off StreamYard, and then once I package it all, I'll upload it to a Google Drive and I'll send it to you.
Nice, because I'm so tired. Oh my.
Actually, Blue makes a good point. Do you want the just the audio, or do you want the visual as well?
Audio is fine.
Okay.
As well, because I still have my screen.
Okay. So that's
so audio is okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that will make the files linear.
yeah. It's gonna be like a couple of megs rather than like 15 gigs. That's
Oh.
that's gonna be a huge
Oh.
lifesaver. All right, cool. I will extract the audio from this recording once it's over. But this will be the end of our show, guys. It's been a pleasure chatting with you all. Nice meeting you,
Yeah.
Blue, and everybody else. I hope you guys got some value out of this out of the podcast. I don't know how often we'll do this. We'll probably come back every once in a while when like major advancements happen. And but thank you for dropping in, Blue. It was a pleasure meeting you as well, Lord. But yeah, we're gonna be wrapping things up here, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye bye. So my ending words are nothing.
I just pulled to the stream ending screen on my end, but we can still talk. They can still hear us.
It's fine, guys. It's very awkward.
No, you did fine. Calm down. Everything's okay. Blue said it was a great podcast. Thank you, Blue. Appreciate you, man.
Despite the audio problem, it's all good.
Oh yeah,
It's all good.
despite the zero audio coming from your end, it's been a great podcast.
Yeah, at least Discord is working.
Yeah, but I will say though, your VTuber model is super cute. I love the ears and how it moves. That's awesome.
Thanks.
I need some blue ears from my model. Just kidding. We're not gonna do that.
Do you notice my background is uncomfortable?